Hello, hello, good evening, friends, or good morning, whatever time zone it is for you. Well done for making it here and not in a month, despite me putting the wrong date on my social media. My bad, I'm tired. You have made it here on hopefully the 16th of June, or if you're watching the VOD, another day. But hello, hi. We are playing Lucilla's Segue today. It's midnight for you, Hypermaster. I'm so sorry. Apologies. But well done for being here. So I guess it could be either date for you. Yeah, we're in the future, guys. Welcome to 16th of July. We have traveled a whole month ahead. But we are playing Lucilla's Quest because I am going abroad for a few weeks and it's now or never. So let's make sure that we get this content in. It feels like just yesterday that we were playing Edge Runners, which is still living rent-free in my head. Really, really good content. I really enjoyed that. So my plan for today is that we will play Lucilla's story. We'll probably, I think, let's watch her Combat and Resonator showcase first. I normally watch them after, but I know that they come out before the content, so I guess they're meant to be watched beforehand. So I think let's watch them, and I'll be intrigued. Then let's play the story. Then let's watch her EP and if there's anything else we need to check out. But let's do all of that, and then let's also check out the new 3.5 characters which have been revealed. Quick note on that: let's only discuss official content. I'm sure that some of you may have heard other things, but let's only discuss official content. Please don't discuss anything that could be in any way qualified as a leak. We're only going to watch the official video that Kurev posted, and that is all I'm going to talk about. So, yeah, we'll watch that as well. But please help me stay NDA friendly. So no spoilers. And also, because I know a lot of you are invested, I think let's try and see if I can pull Lucy today. Now, again, for complete disclosure, I'm only going to try and use the currency that has been given specifically for the collab banner because, as you may know, I will be trying to S6 Cartethyia at the end of this month. So, for now, let's just spend the pulls I have that can only be used on the collab banner. We'll see if I can get Lucy today. If not, there are a few more of the login pulls that I haven't claimed yet that I'll be claiming over the next week. So we'll get another chance when I come back to try and pull Cartwheel. So, but let's try. Hey, you know, I've got like 22 pulls in a dream, but you never know. It could be that we get her. So yeah, lots of stuff. I think let's just get back into it. Well, here's the thing, guys. It's technically not my income that I'm spending. It's technically yours because there were some very generous donations on my anniversary stream. Very generous. And I'm very flattered and humbled by that. There is no expectation ever that any of you pay to watch this content. That's not why I'm doing it. It is monetized because that is how I pay for things like the camera and other things that I do to upgrade the stream. It's how I pay for the editor. So essentially, any money I make off streaming is funneled back into the channel to make more content for you guys. But those very kind donations will probably go towards S6 and Cartethyia. I think, as you know, I don't normally pull sequences for characters. I'm perfectly content with just getting one copy. I don't pull for every character, and I try to just go for the ones I really like, design-wise. And I'm content to just have one copy. I don't even always pull the signature weapon. But I think I've become open to the idea of trying to S6 Cartwheel just because I already have her S3, and I will never, ever attempt to S6 another character again. I absolutely cannot imagine myself doing that. So I think this is the one time where I'm open to doing a crazy thing, and we'll see how it goes. We can all cry together when that absolutely fails, but we'll try, and we'll have fun. Yeah. Let's see. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you. I appreciate you all so much. Yeah, let me get this. Let me get my Twitch thing up here so I can actually see what's happening. One day I'll have everything set up. Here's my stream manager. Now I also know what's happening on Twitch. Amazing. Cool. I think let's just go straight into playing it. I'll get S6 Trust, Iris Flower. I will hold you to it. You've said it now, so now it's going to happen. All right. If you lose, you will still be on a 50-50 for the regular banners. Yeah, I know I know that the collab banners don't count towards the regular banners. That's fine. That's also why I'm saying for Lucy, I'll only spend the currency that is, you know, only for the collab banner. So we'll use those pulls. I think I have 22, 24, something like that. We'll use those. We'll see what happens. If I don't get her, we'll try again when I'm pulling for Cartethyia, because by then I will have a few more of those login pulls. So we'll see. But again, I'm also a big advocate of don't have FOMO, guys. It's just a game. It's just for fun. Only pull for characters you really love. It's all fine. So again, I think Lucy's a great character, but I also don't think she's a character that I need to have in order to play the game. She's just really cool. So great if I get her. Also fine if I don't. It's all good. Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's actually start by watching the showcases. I think that's what I said I was going to do, so let's do that. Don't have FOMO about missing stream, guys. The VODs will stay up. You can always catch them. I know for some of you this is a bad time, but you can always catch the VOD. It's all good. Right, so we are now on the YouTube video, and I think I tested that sound should be okay, but let me know if this is too loud or too quiet for you. This is the combat showcase. I'm watching them in the order they came out. So let's watch the combat showcase first. And yes, my wish for a 5-star alto might be possible now that we're getting 5-star Yang Yang. So look, I'm manifesting. James Day is 5 stars in my heart. We know this, but he could also be 5 stars in the game. He should be. So manifesting that we get that. Okay, let's watch Lucilla's combat showcase first and foremost. We'll watch it once, I'll play it through, and then I'll yap. So, I'll watch. Ooh, okay, 2D. They are often 2D, I actually quite like that. And she looks like a comic book hero. But she looks like an action hero, yeah. She looks like she's in all sorts of films. And she's also actually on film. Love it. Yeah, she's cool. She will always remind me, in a good way, of Cartethyia. It's the purple hair and the sort of the graceful, fluid movements. I feel like they'd be friends. They're both just like effortlessly cool and calm.
Not bad. Come on, get in the shot.
Yeah, it's fun how she uses the camera. I really like this look for her, like the second form.
I protect all that I have.
I think she looks so cool just in the dress and without the hat. I really like that.
Time to consider there's a mole on the inside.
This is a teaser for the Resonator showcase.
What are you doing here, little one?
Okay, yeah, that was intriguing. Let's go back to the start. I think the whole idea of Lucilla and, you know, film and memory, like, I think all of that is quite intriguing. I'm really excited to see how that will be explored more, hopefully, in the Segue. Probably find out more about how her ability works. Because they did give us a little bit in that previous Segue that I thought was quite intriguing. But we didn't get the full, I think, explanation of how her memory, you know, style forte works. So I'm intrigued. Yeah, a lot of you are saying that her second form is reminiscent of Yor from Spy X Family. I haven't seen that. I know Jane Jackson really likes that show. So I haven't seen that, so I'm not privy to that reference, but I'm sure that you are completely on the money. But yeah, she looks really good. Let's just watch that one again. Yeah, I like this, like, how, like, this kind of looks like she's in some kind of noir, maybe, like she's a vigilante, and then here she's, like, some action hero on the beach, like, she seems like she could be in, like, a spy movie. I quite like that, you know, how effortlessly cool she is, and,
Field work.
you know, she's just, like, kicking people in her high heels, and, yeah, I think she looks really cool, but I really like how... I think the movements here remind me of how Cartetheyia's movements are also very graceful. You know, she's got these elegant high kicks, and floaty things with her umbrella, and I think Lucilla has a bit of the same thing.
Bad. Come on, get in the shot.
I think the mechanic of taking these pictures is quite fun. I'm guessing we'll get to play as her in this Segue, so I'll get to see how that works, or at least I can trial her. Yeah.
Scattered memories.
But this form is the one that I really like.
I protect.
I think she looks really cool in the dress. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say other than I thought she was cool. I think she looks
There's a
cool.
mole on the inside, Madam President.
And I love that she always has the handbag with her. That's quite funny. Again,
What
it's
are
this.
you doing here?
One thing I appreciate about her is, you know, it's not, as a general rule, it's not practical if you're going into the field, if you're going to fight some people, to bring a handbag and high heels and a dress. You know, she's not dressed for practicality. And I think, you know, a lesser design would make me feel like, oh, they didn't really consider that. They just thought, let's make her look cute. Let's not worry about how she's going to do things. But I kind of feel like with Lucilla, it almost gives me the impression that she, you know, deliberately, she's so effortless and so on top of things that she doesn't even need to dress practically. You know, she can just come in her lovely dress with her handbag, in her heels, and still absolutely take names because, you know, she's got the situation so under control. With her, it actually just feels kind of like a status thing. It's almost like, this is so beneath me. I'm so unbothered that I don't even need to put my flats on for this. Do you know what I mean? So in a way, yeah, I kind of respect it. She also, again, not to keep comparing her with Cantarella, I just feel like there are parallels between these characters. I think she's definitely a character that lets other people underestimate her. And again, maybe this idea of her being, you know, the president of the academy and, you know, just a teacher or a headmistress or whatever you want to call her, and someone who sits in an office and is dressed for, you know, for office work, that she couldn't go into the field. Like, I think maybe she's someone who quite deliberately lets people underestimate her, which we also kind of saw in the previous Segue where the Fraxters were trying to get under her skin and she was just like, nice try, guys. So, yeah, I applaud it. I respect it. The handbag is a must for a man like her. Lucilla's skin went, I mean, she is her first run. Give it a second. Give it a second. You relate to her memory problems? Yeah, fair enough. Okay, I really like that. Let's watch the actual Resonator showcase then that we just got a little glimpse of then, and I'm sure that will leave me a few questions that will be answered in the Segue. Let's see.
That makes 4 poaching cases this month.
Okay, so they're investigating some people poaching the exoswarm.
There's a mole on the inside, Madam President.
She touches this ribbon, activates a memory,
What are you doing here?
and I guess this is how it
Little
works.
one?
She can kind of see the person who dropped it.
If you're in some kind of trouble, you'll tell me, won't you? Mishka, dear.
Okay, so she's
What do
interrogating
I
this
do
girl.
to get Louis to fall for me? Louis like so smart. Plus, he's got a great personality.
So I wonder if these are the memories of the
But also
girl.
so nice and humble.
His talent is certainly hard to miss.
All right. Just a little more refinement.
So maybe she's there. I don't know if she's remembering the time she spent with this girl, or if
Well
she's
then,
there with her in the
let's begin
memory
the
of me.
operation. First, make it so we can't take his eyes off you.
I mean, I would love it if Lucilla's out here giving people dating advice too, but
Or try showing off your talent. A portrait, perhaps.
oh, she's not good.
He's literally
Not the
perfect.
fear in
What
me.
is this?
I understood that
What about your
reference.
cooking skills?
Okay. Lucilla's a chef, yeah.
Whip up something homemade.
Can't wait for David Johnson Kim to recreate this.
Louis, I made this for you. I just wanted you to try
Okay.
it. No pressure if it's not your thing.
Delicious.
Well, look, he's clearly into her as well because he ate that.
Allergic reaction. Let him rest for 2 days.
Thank you, Doctor.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I have to assume that Lucilla's actually
Professor.
trying to help her with this.
Mishka,
Which is really
there's
nice of her.
something else that's really bothering you, isn't there?
Well, Ludi is a roya, and he loves studying the exoswamp, but my frequency seems to disturb them by nature. Poaching's gotten so bad lately, it's wearing him down, but I can't go near the exoswamp. I can't do anything for him. Even Ludi's own tribe doesn't want me around. They
Oh,
keep
that's a shame
pressuring
for
him. Professor, what should I do?
Mishka, I owe you an apology. Truth is, I've never really been with anyone. I've just been giving you advice like I know better. But I
Bless.
do believe saying how you truly feel matters more than anything else. Ludi will understand.
This is really nice of her. What a good teacher.
Please take this necklace. It blocks any frequency that startles the exoswamp. I want you to be able to touch them too. Together. With me.
That's wholesome.
Finally, it is done.
Brother, tonight we hunt.
What else then have we waited for? Enough. With that necklace, these accursed exoswamp will not fight back.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Who's there? Let one past his watch.
It's a little sting operation, yeah?
Exploiting Ludi's knowledge of the exoswarm to poach. Theft of Academy property.
She means
harming
business. She
Hydra's
took the coat off.
ecosystem. And worst of all,
Making a student cry.
laying a hand on one of my students.
Get up, all of you!
Right, look at her go. Okay. No chill. I love it. Thank God for the strategic breast clap.
You meddling! You're no sound of this!
Well played, Lucilla. We all deserve a wingman or woman
I should
like
get
her.
a cat.
You should definitely get a cat. You should always get a cat. Okay, that was great. That was great. I actually love how a lot of these showcases aren't necessarily directly about the character. Obviously, this shows us a lot of insight into Lucilla's personality and her priorities. But I kind of like that we're getting that information through a story that is about how she interacts with others, how she protects her students, and how invested she is in the students. I think that's quite nice. Because, you know, this could have just been... they could have had a version of this trailer that was just her being aware that someone was doing some poaching, and she finds out who it is, and she goes and kicks their butts. But I think it was quite nice that they added that dimension of her trying to help Mishka and Ludi get together despite their little differences. I thought that was really cute. You can be Lucilla's cat? Yeah, I think we would all volunteer to be Lucilla's cat. I like that. I really like that. Let's just watch it again because these are so delightful. I think there's such lovely little moments of storytelling, and they're beautiful, right? Like this idea
That
of
makes 4 poaching cases.
them
this
already
month.
being investigating the poaching because obviously they know that it's happening.
And consider there's a mole on the inside, Madam President.
She finds out that Mishka was there because she sees her ribbon,
What are you doing here?
and I guess
Little
that
one.
maybe prompts her to chat to Mishka and find out what's going on. And that's when she gets invested in this whole storyline,
If you're in some kind of trouble, you'll tell me, won't you?
you know?
Mishka,
But she's leading
dear.
with kindness. She's like, you can trust me,
What
tell
do
me what's
I
happening.
do?
And then she's surprised that this is, like, I love the little... That's not what she was expecting. But she's invested. She wants to help the girl.
But also so nice and humble.
I love how she's just, you know,
Talent is
being
certainly hard to miss.
like an older sister here,
Just a little more refinement.
giving, you know, ducking down with her,
Well
being
then,
like, okay, let's
begin the operation.
approach this
First, make it so he can't take
scientifically,
his eyes off you.
she's giving her all this good sisterly advice. You know, like where the cute cat is, but it just scares the exoswarm. She says, try drawing a picture, but then we get the Freeran meme instead. Bless her, she tried. I love them so much for doing that. That is so funny.
What about
I
your
tried to skate for him. It also makes you go like, how did
Whip up
nobody bag
something
Lucilla? Like,
homemade.
how did nobody try? Kathy, what are you doing?
I made this for you.
But I also like that it's clear here that she's made a horrendous
No
meal,
pressure if it's
but he
not
still
anything.
eats it, right? Because he also likes her back. Even to the point where it lands him in the infirmary.
Let him rest for 2 days.
Thank you, Doctor.
And then I also, you know, this I think is
Mishka.
really nice. Like, it really shows that she is that kind of
There's
doting big
something else
sister
that's
to
really
these
bothering
students.
you, isn't there?
Well, Ludi is a royal, and he loves
But also it's like through her
studying the
investment in these
exoswamp,
students
but
that she
my
understands
frequency
and
seems to
figures out
disturb
what's
them by
happening here, right?
nature. Coaching's gotten so bad lately, it's wearing him down, but I can't go near the exoswamp.
And the
I
fact
can't
that
do
Mishka has
anything
this
for him.
frequency
Even
that
Ludi's
provokes
own
the
tribe
exoswarm
doesn't
has
want
made
me
it,
around.
you know, has
Keep
affected the
pressuring
coaching.
him. Professor, what should I do?
Mishka, I owe you an apology. Truth is,
Also this
I've
admission,
never
this lovely
really been
admission
with
that
anyone.
she
I've just been
also
giving you
hasn't
advice like I
had
know
much
better.
experience.
But I do believe saying
But she's
how you
trying her
truly
best, right?
feel matters more than anything else. Ludi will understand.
Lucilla's a catch, 100%.
Mishka,
But I think the
please
juxtaposition
take
of
this
this
necklace.
moment
It
of
blocks any
students
frequency that startles the exoswarm.
getting together,
I
having
want
this
you to be
romantic
able to
moment,
touch them too. Together. With me.
and then her showing up to destroy the
Finally,
coaches.
it is done.
A chef's kiss.
Tonight we hunt. What else then have we waited
Yeah,
for?
she started out
Enough
looking into
with
the
that necklace.
poaching,
He's a
but she
cursed
genuinely wanted to
exoswarm,
help
not fight
Mishka
back.
as well.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Yeah, this is
there?
so cool of her, just showing
Everyone
up,
passed his watch.
hat off, jacket off.
Exploit
Heels on.
Ludi's knowledge of the exoswarm to poach. Theft of academy property.
It makes me interested in like her background, right?
Hybor's ecosystem.
You know, like where did she learn to fight like this?
Laying a hand on one of my
Do we know where Lucilla's from? Is she from the Federation? Because that could check out for me. No, she has some street smarts, clearly. Yeah, this is just really well cut, right? Like, you know, the quick cuts between her fighting with these guys and the students having this lovely moment. But also how effortless she makes this look. It's easy for her. She doesn't break a sweat. She's from New Fed. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. I dressed like Lucilla today. It's just warm. I don't have a cool hat like
Maybe
hers,
I should get a cat.
but I could have made a little beauty spot. Yeah. Okay, they always end so abruptly, which I think is kind of funny, but I really liked it. I really liked it. I think she is a really cool character. And again, oh, here's some random music that I just went to. I like how effortless Lucilla feels. I think there's something I find quite appealing about characters that seem very in control. It's not necessarily that, you know, she's just so overpowered that everything's effortless for her. It feels to me like she just is someone who is very clever, very strategic, and of course capable enough that she can hold her own in a fight against these people. But it's the combination of those things, the awareness, the strategy, and the knowledge of what she can do that allows her to walk into this kind of situation and be composed about it because she's playing, you know, chess, not checkers. I just think that's a really cool trait in a character, and I really like these calm and composed adult characters, you know, the same way that Chang Li or Cantarella have a similar sort of energy where, you know, you never see them particularly flustered. I think that's quite nice. I really like those characters. So yeah, she looks great. She looks great. And yeah, she could be in a James Bond movie. She could be a Bond girl. She could be a 00 agent herself, you know. Yeah, confident but not arrogant, caring but not overbearing. Yeah, I agree with that. Very resourceful. I mean, she's a great character, 100%. I think we should just go straight into her story. I've put it on focus mode because I don't want to get caught up in some random side thing. And we should just go and chat to her straight away. Yeah, I really like her. I get why so many people really enjoy her. I think she's super cool.
About the notes you lent me last week, I spotted.
And what a
few
perfect
parameters
character to end on for the Lahai Roy cast.
But
I can never remember how. There'll be a fast travel point up there. Is it this one? Do I know her VA personally? No, I'm so sorry. I don't even know who it is. I'm guessing for those of you who've pulled Lucilla, you can see what her name is. I don't know who it is. Feel free to tell me. This is the one. Lucy Fish. Oh, I know. I mean, I know who she is. I haven't met her, but I know of her. Yeah. Do I have any headset recommendations? For what purpose? Like for audio recording, the industry standard ones that me and pretty much everyone has, and a lot of streamers as well. I have them, I'm just not using them right now because I don't like having them on for hours and hours if I don't need to. Are the biodynamic DT 770 80 ohm. I'll put that in the chat for you guys. I think DT, is it like Pro? DT Pro 77. I think what I just put in the chat is it. But I think if you Google that, even if it's not exactly what I said, if it's like in a different order, it's roughly that. If you search for that, you should find the ones I mean. Those are pretty industry standard. A lot of people use those. Actually, let me just, while I'm looking here, let me just try and check one thing. Let me just put, all right, okay. Yeah, great. So basically I had to put some delay on my audio previously because I was out of sync, and now I think I don't need to do it. So I've taken the delay off, and I think it's more in sync now. I'll keep experimenting with that. Basically, the new camera, the signal, the video signal is so much bigger now than it was before that I had to delay my audio to not be out of sync. I mean, they're just the industry standard headphones. It's what a lot of the recording studios use. Yeah, but they're really good. I recommend them. Look, I think if you have another model from the same brand, they're probably also fine. I don't think they'll be super different, but yeah. I think try it. Sorry, I'm just here experimenting, trying to find out, talking, looking at myself, being like, what's the perfect? I might keep adjusting slightly. It'll be tiny, like a few milliseconds I need to adjust, but we'll see. Well, look, some people like to have one headphone on, some people like to have two. I like to have two on. It very much depends on your personal preference. I like having them both on and fairly loud because that way I can hear exactly what the director's hearing and the client's hearing, and also I know what it's going to sound like in the game. If I'm not hearing the full like audio feedback, then I'm just hearing myself talking in the room. But we all know that how you sound when you're talking into a space versus how you sound in a recording is not the same. And I want to know exactly what I sound like in the final thing. So I want it all, and I want it fairly loud, because that allows me to adjust the performance personally. I find it easier to adjust my performance, like, oh no, it needs to be bigger, oh, it needs to be quieter. Whereas some people like a different thing. So yeah, that's just a personal preference. There's no right or wrong. And also, like in a lot of studios, they'll ask you, do you want to turn it up? Do you want to turn it down? You can take it half off, half on, whatever you want to do.
Lucilla's busy now. I should wait outside.
Oh, she's got a lot of files on her desk.
Not a problem. For project funding approvals, we can follow the new Federation's model. But when it comes to picking research topics, I'm afraid I must insist on giving our teams more freedom to choose their own
like just how
direction.
gentle she is when she speaks. You know, she's not forceful. She's just like, no, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna let you down. Deal with it. I like that. Yeah, honestly, look, I'm not saying these are like, you know, $10 headphones, but for the quality, they're not actually that expensive. I remember being like, you know, this is a fairly affordable price. That's also why I'm saying, like, if you have that kind of money to spare, I do recommend it. I think they're great. Oh, she kind of looks like you. Maybe you'd be perfect if you wanted to cosplay her. That's really kind of you. I'd take that. Lucilla's gorgeous. Yeah, and like, I love her outfit. I feel like she would actually not be the hardest character to cosplay because obviously you'd need the wig. But because she's just, you know, if you just get her that dress, I kind of feel like she wouldn't be too hard to cosplay. Maybe for Halloween. Maybe that's my Halloween costume right there. Lucilla. Okay, let's inspect what's happening here. Okay, what's that? Milestone photo. Oh, wait. Verina's here? A group is gathered around a plant in what appears to be a Pioneer Association office. You recognize Verina among them. In the background, a lone figure works facing away from the camera. Is that Lucilla? Clearly, yes. Students from various departments gather around Lucilla. She appears slightly overwhelmed. Okay. I love how she's just there with her tea or coffee, whatever she's having. I mean, in a cup like that, I'm gonna make a British guess and say it's a tea, not a coffee. She's giving tea energy. She's not giving coffee energy. A graduation photo of Lucilla, but the setting doesn't look like a school. A stern noblewoman stands beside Lucilla, her hand on Lucilla's arm. Oh, okay. Strict mother, maybe? Or caretaker? Teacher? Maybe she had a strict teacher and she has chosen to become a nice teacher because of that. Or it's like a governess or something. A photo taken through a porthole that captures an enormous solar skin. A small note in the bottom right corner of the photo reads, the largest solar skin ever recorded. Okay. I love that she's into that. She's like, yeah, love me a big solar skin. That's kind of funny. Yes, we are gonna react to the new characters, but we're gonna do it after the story. Okay, let's wait. Let's wait for her. Hi, Notice. How are you?
Understood. Let's save those two issues for our call next week. The new partnership model is interesting, but I'll need to run it by my colleagues first.
I kind of also like her slightly raspy delivery. I think that's quite nice and fun. Yeah, I like her vocal quality.
No, not at all. Why would I think you're making things difficult for us? The Academy has always been open to this kind of collaboration.
I feel like she's also someone who runs circles around people on a call. You know, I think she's doing this thing where people underestimate her because, you know, she's being very pleasant and not forceful. She's like, oh, of course, you know, like, oh, whatever. Why would you think that I was making things difficult? Like, you know, I think she's doing this thing again that would make people underestimate her. But then she's probably gonna like pull something on this person.
Okay then. See you next week. Have a wonderful day.
Okay. Wow, relatable. Relatable.
Impudent little hamster.
Me after every phone call
Really?
I've ever had.
Using a crisis to haggle me down to wholesale?
That was really fun. I do love how I think they're really pushing the boundaries for the kind of expressions the characters can make. I love how animated. I know not every character needs to have a super animated expression, you know, but I love that they're testing these things out. Like, you know, Rover's smirk, if in the Denia quest you kind of like jump down and, you know, don't take the elevator with her, you get that like face. I loved Lucilla's like, yeah, and in the Cyberpunk collab, Rebecca obviously has super animated expressions as well. I really like that. I think it's just fun that they're playing with it so we're not just getting the same, you know, like you could have kept it to like really neutral expressions and it would still be great, but I love that we're getting more than just like, you know, like basic smiles. I think it's really nice that we're getting these kind of out there exaggerated expressions as well. Okay, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Okay. I'm going to put it on autoplay. I know some people have strong opinions, but it's just because I feel like then the conversation flows at the pace the devs intended. It's not laziness. I just feel like then we're getting it exactly how they envisioned.
Just had a bit of a tiff with a rather difficult partner.
Oh, I stand corrected. She is a coffee drinker. Why is she drinking
You want
coffee
some
out of a
coffee?
teacup? Girl. I feel like that's giving teacup, but sure. Did I get all the chests and hidden items in the cyberpunk maps? I'm fairly sure I did. I'm pretty sure I did, yeah. Only coffee for breakfast?
Ah, didn't realize the sun was already up.
I am tempted to do a Lucilla
What's all
cosplay now.
this you've got going
I'll
on,
get the wig,
President
guys. I'll get the
Lucilla?
wig.
Right. What am I even working on? After the hero defeats the Demon King, shouldn't we all be enjoying our happily ever after?
Is it flickering for you? Oh, I don't know. It's not flickering on
But
my
here I
screen.
am, burning the midnight oil like I'm part of some sleep deprivation experiment.
Okay, so I guess it... I mean, overworked teacher
A
drinking
former
coffee
colleague
does
from the Pioneer
make sense.
Association taught me how to make this special coffee blend. Want
Oh.
a sip?
Which colleague? Which colleague? Look, it's fine, guys. Drink whatever you want from whatever cup you want. It's just technically there are differences. Like a teacup tends to be wider, like not so tall but wide, so bigger surface. Whereas a coffee cup tends to be a little taller and has a smaller, drink surface. And I'm wondering if it has to do with the temperature that the drink might be served at. Like maybe I think. This is just my guess, maybe someone can school me on this if we've got some etiquette people on the line. I imagine it's that when you're serving tea, you want the tea to cool down and be drinkable faster. Whereas when you serve coffee, people tend to want the coffee to stay hot longer, and so you want a smaller top surface. I don't know. This coffee, is it not coffee? What are we drinking?
Oh, it's a favorite among the gold runners in the new Federation. Packs a punch. Sometimes
What's
a
in the
little
coffee,
too much of a
Lucilla?
punch.
Yeah, try and reload, see if that kills the flicker. I mean, it's good on my end, but guys, let me
that
know if a
hits
lot
the
of you are
spot.
having that issue. Ooh, okay. I hope we can ask about all these. I want to know about the Pioneer Association as well.
I didn't know you worked with Verena before. She helped me out back in Jinzhou.
Oh, so that's where that girl went. Makes sense.
Oh, so she knew her before.
The new Federation isn't the best place.
Oh yeah,
for a
Verena,
gifted
it makes sense. A
resonator
lot of
like her in
the
long
Black
run.
Shores people are from the new Fed, like Alto as
Maybe
well.
I should invite her to the academy. She could keep me company while I drown in overtime.
So you're asking, is it true that British people say, "Can I get a Chinese" when ordering Chinese food? Yeah, but again, it's like slang for "Can I get a Chinese takeaway?" or like a Chinese meal. So obviously you wouldn't call up a Chinese restaurant and say, "Can I have a Chinese?" because that's way too vague. Like you wouldn't, it's like calling a pizza place and say, "Can I have a pizza?" They'll be like, "Yeah, what kind?" But if you were saying to your friend, "Oh, shall we get takeaway?" and you wanted to suggest, "Let's have Chinese food," you might say, "Shall we have a Chinese?" But it's not as in a Chinese person, it's a Chinese meal. Similarly, there's a phrase that is very British, which is, "Shall we grab a cheeky Nando's?" And Nando's is a chicken restaurant. So it just means, shall we get a meal from this place? So saying, "Let's grab a Chinese" just means a Chinese meal. But yes, that is British slang. Okay, so what's the story behind that giant Solaskin photo?
That one. One of my students took it. Shame I never got to see that Solaskin with my own eyes. Must be twice a person's height, at least from the
I
picture.
love that she loves a big
Can a
Solaskin. I mean,
Solaskin even grow that large?
again, relatable. Relatable.
Do you plan to tell me what I'm really doing here?
All right, Rover. Technically, I shouldn't be asking a
Look,
student
we're-
this.
we're like
let's
10,000
just call it a casual
years your
chat
senior,
between
Lucilla.
friends.
It's okay.
So,
It's okay.
from a purely administrative standpoint, is there a chance that certain unverified intel I share with you off the record could, through private channels, somehow influence an inspection report issued by a particular independent international organization?
What are you asking, Lucilla? I love how, The lawyer in me appreciates the way she worded that. I'd be like, well, maybe that entirely depends on the specific circumstances, you know? Okay, so can you please explain that in a way even the Fluffqueen could understand?
I mean, what's your network like at the Black Shores?
Oh,
Got any
great.
real pull there?
We're besties with Alto. Do you really want to know?
I'll be straightforward, Rover. Star Search Academy has been in a bit of a bind.
Yeah, she didn't ask
ever
anything. She was
since
just
the
wandering
Axis
around and we
Strider
happened to
and
hear it.
LF1 left the Highway. As you can see, our investors are reassessing the Academy's value now that the Axis Strider is gone. They're holding a review next week to discuss
So,
new
do you want us to
management
fudge the numbers
policies
a little bit,
moving
Lucilla?
forward.
Pump up the value?
Before that happens, I pulled some strings to get a third-party
Yeah, guys, I have a
agency
legal
in
background.
for an
I have a law
independent
degree.
investigation. Whatever they put in their report will steer the whole review.
Okay.
So you brought in the Black Shores to audit Star Trek.
I love the idea of the Black
When's this
Shores
happening?
doing an audit. That's so arbitrary.
Dr. Luke is waiting for the auditor at the Starboard Riseway as we speak.
Yeah, we
They'll
probably
be
shouldn't
hearing
tell
it.
her that we are
No.
literally like,
Rover, I'm not about to
founder of-
interfere with an independent audit, but I'd like you to be there during this visit. And
Okay,
if
so at least she's
possible-
not asking us to fudge it. She's just saying, can you be there to make
You
sure that
want
there are
me
no
to put in a
shenanigans?
good word?
Oh, no need. Just make sure they see the Academy
respect.
for
I
what
respect
it
her.
really is. My students can speak for themselves. Dr. Luke and the auditor have arrived. Shall we?
Okay. Yeah, so she knows we're related to Black Shores, but obviously she doesn't know
just a
the
second.
extent. I like this. This is a fun premise. Let's see what could possibly go wrong, right? I'm sure we won't. There will be no potential for messing this up.
Okay, let's go.
I mean, look, I love me some vocal fry and a vocal delivery. That's one of my favorite things to do for fun. Okay, so here we are. She drank our coffee? Yeah, she needed it, guys. Let's not judge. Okay, let's just check around the office. Yeah, stand on her table, cartwheel. Just crawl on all the furniture.
So,
No, I think we've done what we needed. Encore as the auditor.
Which button
Right.
do I press to set the alarm?
I mean, I hope it's Alto, but let's see. Okay, so we've got optional. Use the velo conduit. Look, I've learnt my lesson. The optional thing is probably what we should do. Isn't vocal fry damaging to the throat if not done a lot? I think it depends on how you're doing it. When I'm doing it, I'm not really doing much. I'm just adding more, basically I'm just holding back my airflow a little bit. Which I think is how, you know, like people who talk like that sincerely are doing it as well. You know, like when people are like talking with a lot of vocal fry, they tend to like do this thing where they're depressing the larynx, but that's not what I'm doing. So I think it depends on the technique that you, like any vocal effect, it depends on the technique. You know, it's kind of like how metal singers can scream and growl and do these things and it doesn't really affect them in any bad way. Whereas, you know, someone who hasn't trained and isn't, you know, doing that in a safe way, they will just wreck their voice. So I think the thing is any vocal thing, just, you know, just do it safely. Just know what you're doing. And if you're not sure about how to do it, there'll be a coach you could work with that could explain how to do that. Right, let's go.
Give you a ride to the training grounds.
How did I get into voice acting? Step one, be an actor. I'm very serious about that. You don't need to have gone to drama school. I think in the UK it's quite common that voice actors have gone to drama school just because there's more of a tradition here that if you are an actor, you will have trained,
see
but it's not
anyone.
like a strict requirement.
Are
I
they
think in
still
the
on the
US
way?
and other countries,
Hold
I'm just
on.
gonna
Dr. Luke
walk
says
and
the
talk.
auditor insisted on driving his own motorbike.
Okay.
That means they're on
I'll answer
the
the question
second
before
floor.
we progress the
Come on.
quest. I think in some countries, especially the US, it is more common that you don't necessarily, voice actors don't necessarily go to drama school. Again, it's not a requirement. I think the important thing is that you have some acting experience, because voice acting is acting. It's not, I think there's a lot of misconceptions that it's about doing impressions or doing cool voices, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it can be, sure, but at the end of the day, if I just, you know, came into a job and I did a wacky voice, I would just never get hired again because, like, yeah, maybe the character has a wacky voice, but at the end of the day, you're telling a story. And say, like, a character like Cartethyia, when we first meet her, her story's quite emotional. So if I had no acting ability at all, and I just came in and were like, oh yeah, Rover, kill me because, you know, whatever, it wouldn't land, right? So 9 times out of 10, when looking for voice actors, people are looking for good actors. And so step 1 is be a good actor. If you don't have acting experience, I would say get that however you get that, whether that is doing amateur theatre or local theatre or just doing classes, workshops, putting a thing on with friends. Like, just get experience with acting so that you're comfortable with acting. Because, you know, we can argue about, like, are some people just talented, but even talented actors, like people who innately are good actors, they still need to train. We're all always training. We're all always learning new things that we can become better at. And once you're a good actor, baseline, and you're a confident actor as well, as in you know what you can do, so when someone asks you to do it, you're like, yep, I can do that. And you're not sort of held back by this fear of, oh, what if I get it wrong? Which is totally valid. But basically, you're not really ready to work if you are still at the stage where you are, like, anxious to try things, because so much of how we work in especially games, which, and I'm sure this is the same for animation as well in my experience, anything where the tempo is quite quick, like the amount of lines you have to record in an hour is quite high. Unfortunately, there just isn't too much time for people to be shy about it and be like, I don't really know, I'm not comfortable with that. Like, unless you're being asked to do something that is, you know, that requires an intimacy coordinator, you know, you should ideally just be ready to work and confident and like, yep, let's do it, let's go. I've got all these offers, let's just try things. If this doesn't work, we're going to try something else. If I get redirection, I'm not going to take it personal. I'm just going to be like, okay, gotcha. And you try something else, right? That's kind of where you want to be. You want to be a good actor, you want to be a confident actor, and you want to just be ready to do the thing and just try stuff. I am always trying stuff. Like, there are lines that are just straightforward, like, yep, he's over there. And then there are lines where you can read them in many different ways. And so maybe you try a few things, and then you can decide, like, oh yeah, that one was really good. Or maybe you give the client options and they can decide later on, oh, did we like the funnier one or did we like the straight take? So yeah, that's how you get into it. Be a good actor, and everyone can practice that. And when you are, you know, feeling confident about the acting stuff, just remember to also think about your voice. What can you do with your voice? And maybe you feel like you can't really do much other than talk in your own voice. That's not necessarily a hindrance. Lots of voice actors mainly work in their own voice, and that is also what you'll be hired for a lot of the time. Like, my voice isn't one-to-one Cartethyia's voice, but my voice isn't miles away from Cartethyia's voice, so if I'm doing Cartethyia's voice, basically I just go brighter and I go a little more RP, so my accent changes a bit. I'm already speaking in a neutral RP accent as myself, but Cartethyia is proper RP, so that's why she sounds very polite, very composed and knightly. That's why she has that accent. A lot of people have asked me, did Cartethyia's accent get determined by you? And actually, they wanted this accent from the start. That was the brief. They were looking for someone who could do this voice while also doing this voice. And I happen to be the person, so yay me. But the thing is, both Cartethyia and Fleur-de-Lis are actually not too far away from my own voice. I adjust the accent, I make the accent a little heavier, and I go brighter and deeper. But other than that, it's still working from my baseline. So that's the short of it. Let's go and find this auditor. Alright, okay, I need to stand on this exact spot. Okay. They weren't prepared for me not taking the escalator. Yeah, Audrey's voice is kind of like in between Cartethyia's and my own voice, yeah. Audrey and Cartethyia are similar but different.
What's all this?
What is all this? Oh, we saw this. But surely it's not Segue and Lene auditing. Because they're not from Black Shores.
Professor, we heard a very
Happy
important
Pride
visitor
indeed,
is
Butte.
coming to tour the academy. Don't worry, we'll make a good impression.
Oh, very nice. Okay, they're ready. They're the welcome party. Got it.
Yep, we even threw together a little welcoming, thing.
Got it, guys. We're so ready for this.
You rascals. All right, but follow my lead. If this
Oh, the auditor's
isn't
not going to be by the book, are
type,
they?
Then we...
Yes! I love this already. Of course it's Alto. My question is, wouldn't Lucilla and Alto know each other? Maybe they don't. I just mean if she knows Verena. The music, the attitude.
What a ride! Now that was top notch.
Blessed by James Day in my ear. What a day. What a day. Yeah, big love to James Day, Alto's voice actor.
So many people.
And one of my very good friends.
So, not a confidential audit. Huh.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I love how we're getting
Welcome
1.x
to Star
characters
Trek
back.
Academy. I'm Lucilla, the Academy President. So glad you could make it.
I will tell James that he's amazing at this. Absolutely. Oh, she's even bowing. She's showing some deference, yeah. She's doing it by the book.
Welcome to Star Trek Academy.
Okay.
Oh!
Sure.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm Alto. You guys really know how to roll out the red carpet.
Nice to meet you, honored sir. I'm Sigrika, from the preparatory program. Thank you for coming to tour the academy.
Hello, hello! Please.
That's literally how James
just
sounds when he
Alto
greets
is
people.
Fine.
Hello, hello.
No need for that.
I love
honored
it.
sir
I love it.
stuff.
The Venn
it.
diagram between Alto and James
I'm
Day
Arroya,
is
you
like.
know. And I just want to say the academy has been so wonderful to my people. We're all working together to make the world a better place. Oh,
This is so cute.
and there are lots of Roya students in Rebel College too. Everyone works so hard.
I love it. And I love the students who are just there like, yay. Alto's just bemused
Chief
by
Alto,
this.
I'm Dorian from the agronomy wing.
Oh
I
no,
brought
don't
you
give
a
him that
complete
food.
Nutrition squeezy
That'll
jelly and our
give him a...
department's special self-heating cup noodles.
Cup noodles? Oh, thanks. Oh, and hey, just call me Alto.
Director Alto, I'm Misha from the Department of Exostrider
Oh,
Engineering.
Misha.
I couldn't bring my project here, so I'm here to sing instead.
What? Okay.
Director, I'm from the Department of Void Matters, sir. I can dance.
What? Oh no, this is kind of awkward. No. The secondhand embarrassment. What choreo is he doing, guys? Does anyone recognize? This is pretty embarrassing, yeah. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. But that's also because I can't dance. So,
And I can do some custom mods on your bike.
I mean, that's kind of cool.
Mr. Alto?
Wow. Okay. Okay.
This
that is
is
awkward.
Rover from Rebel
This is a fun
College.
one. I love it.
She will be joining us for the duration of your tour.
I kind of feel like my prediction here is that obviously this will be, I'm sure we'll get some more insight on Lucilla and be really nice, but it also feels like maybe this is kind of a fun, slightly fan servicey way to round out the Lahai Roy arc. You know, like we've defeated the bad guys, we've stopped the main issues, but now we're just here for for a bit of silly. Let's oh, see, I feel like Alto wouldn't love being too formal, but I also don't want to like blow the cover. You know, I don't want Lucilla to be like, wait, what's the relationship? So let's just play by the book, which is kind of what she asked. It's an honor, esteemed auditor, sir. And he's like, okay.
Rover. Huh. What a fantastic name.
He's playing
Not
along.
too long, not too short.
He's picking up what we put down. He's playing along.
Are we supposed to know each other?
Or not?
We are, but don't make it too obvious.
Copy that.
I like
Well
how
then,
savvy Alto
without
is.
further ado, let's head over to Rebel College. I'll fill you in on our facilities
Everyone is being
along the way.
incredibly conspicuous.
That would be great.
Not a single person here has acted normally. Great. Yeah, the...
Tell those kids to go their separate ways. I'll meet you at Rebel College.
Got it.
It is a little Mass Effect, isn't it? Yeah. I see it. I'm hoping this is like the Citadel, you know, just pure hijinks. Oh, the guy was still dancing. Okay. Yeah, I think Linnea's the only one we can talk to. Okay. Bless. Wow.
Someone want to tell me what's happening?
Oh, Jesus here.
You didn't know, Rover? Everyone's saying the board is looking to shut down Rebel College.
No, not the college. Just the Synchronists. A professor covering our Royan history class told us the Space Trek Collective wants them out of the academy.
No.
Yeah, well, the rumor mill says
I mean, I
Rebel eats
guess
up
we don't have an
2/3 of the
exostrider, but like
Academy's
they could
budget.
do something else, I'm
And
sure.
the collective's investors have strong opinions about that.
Okay,
I say
so they are
investors,
spending a lot
but
of their budget on the
it's mostly
Synchronists.
new Federation money. Can't say I'm surprised they're pulling this kind of stunt.
Yeah, I
What
guess
about
Linnea's
you,
pretty
Chisa?
anti-new Fed.
What have you heard?
Me? Actually, I don't know the specifics of what's happening. I just wanted to help.
Yeah.
So it's all
cool.
just hearsay for now.
She did just come out of nowhere. So is this all happening because the Exostrider left?
Probably. I mean, they were literally picked just to pilot the Exostrider.
Yeah, I guess that's not
But
needed now.
Synchronists are all such brilliant students. Even if they can't
Like,
pilot
maybe they could, like,
anymore, they still...
Change their majors to something else,
The
you
new
know?
Fed only cares as long as you're an asset. The second you're not, you're out.
Yeah, she
There must
spoke,
be
yeah, I
more
know.
to it than that.
I love the honesty of her being like, I don't know what's happening, but like, I'll help. I see. Thanks for filling me in.
The president and I are on it. You guys should head back for now.
Look, there's nothing wrong with being like, I don't know what's happening, but I'll
Can you
help.
shout if you need backup? There's no way I'm letting them do the Synchronists dirty like this.
I'm sure Linnea
counting
will
on
get a
you,
rerun.
Senior.
She's great. She's only had one rerun, hasn't she?
We trust you.
Okay, let's go now. Yeah, let's go now. Why delay? Yeah, the Misha girl's the one from the trailer. Yeah, I like that. Right, okay. Oh, okay, Rebel College is just square? We're just in square now? Did it used to be something square? You'll pull for Cartethyia when she comes back? I think it's only in two more days and then she'll be back. Yeah. Look, Chisa just takes her school seriously, like she's here to study. She's not like preoccupied with whatever nonsense is happening. She's like, I'm here to study, man. Yeah, but like, in fairness, I think a lot of characters in like, it's the nature of ongoing stories like this, that a lot of characters will have a main role in the part of the story they're originally in. And I guess Chisa's in a sort of unique situation because her bit of the story, 2.8, is very much the transition from Renacita to Lahairoi. And I think she had a really important story to play in like getting us to Lahairoi. And we found out all of these things because of what was happening with her and Hanami. And like, I would love to see her more in the story, but I guess I can also see why maybe they wanted to focus more on the characters who are, you know, from Lahairoi. I don't know. During uni days, how much was I focused on studies versus enjoying campus life? I'll answer that after this cutscene.
In addition to augmented resonance training, we place strong emphasis on general education for our Synchronists. This is Professor Mornier, who teaches synth armament studies.
I like Mornier.
Shall we sit in for a bit, Mr. Alto, before we tour the student projects?
He's like, oh, that girl's sleeping.
If it's no trouble.
It's like, please no, I don't wanna sleep.
All right. In the last lecture, we proved that the rule equation holds true for Type 2 synth armaments.
Look,
Today,
Alta might be into
we'll
that.
move on to their tuning
He might be like,
stability
that's
constants.
cool.
Li Xin, could you please write the final derivation from the last lecture on the board?
Oh,
Yes. Professor.
poor girl.
While she gets started, let's do a quick review. Waleo, what is the standard medium used to measure tuning stability in a lab setting?
Oh, he's asleep as well. Yikes. Rover's awkward like face.
Yes, sodium. An interesting choice, though its volatility makes it impractical for standard
Okay.
testing.
Okay. Bless.
Sonia, could you tell me the standard medium for determining tuning stability in synth armaments under laboratory conditions?
Squeezy jelly.
Squeezy jelly, you say? Well, it seems we moved through the material a
This
bit
is
too
awkward.
quickly last time.
This is awkward. Bless.
But that's all right. Everyone, please refocus. Let's go over Li Xian's board work.
Oh no. They all need like one of Lucilla's coffees, you know?
As you can see, Mr. Alto, this is our signature sleep learning program.
Oh, very impressive. How about we move
Wow.
on to the next stop?
This is awkward.
After you.
Hi, I need hugs. Yeah, this is rough. This is rough, but thankfully Alto is a legend. Hang in there. You got this. She's doing her best, you know?
Now we're about to show you some augmented resonance projects developed by our synchronists. Among them, the unmanned vehicle prototype shows exceptional promise across multiple market sectors.
Oh, where did it go?
Students, 8. Data uploaded to cloud storage.
Oh, well.
These children seem to have forgotten the importance of honoring their commitments.
I'm sure that they will do something at the very end that turns this failed audit around.
What's the deal?
Even the tardy's hiding.
It's like the students all skipped class.
Yeah. Maybe we're just too early, President Lucilla. Why don't we take a
Look at
stroll
Alto being a
elsewhere?
good guy, giving her a
I'm
chance.
actually quite curious about the Academy's catering system.
My apologies, Mr. Alto. How fortunate we are to have you here, despite
You know,
our
he's
apparent
helping.
lack of
He's helping
preparation.
us. He's throwing us a lifeline here.
There's
Let's go
no
get some
point
food.
denying it. You're seeing firsthand how the ongoing debate within the Space Trek Collective has begun to affect our students. Star Torch needs support now more than ever.
See, I feel like we should just let him come to the conclusion himself, but I also feel like we can make it known that we care about this.
Got any solutions?
Not really.
Oh well.
I understand, President. And this is precisely why I'm here to convey the...
Mr. Alto, how about we add an extra tour this evening? We can discuss anything you'd like after that.
I won't be pulling for Lucilla
works for
this
me.
time, no. But maybe in future.
Rover, I'll take Mr. Alto.
We've
for
got
a minute.
Aleph 1 in the chat.
Would you mind checking back in with Professor
Aleph 1, we're
Moore
not going
for
to feed
me?
you any students. Bad Thronodian.
See you on Waves Line.
Oh, this is a shambles, guys. This is a shambles. Right. Okay, we can get more info from Mornier. We should definitely do that. There was a question before about when I was a student, like when I went to uni, whether I was like taking it seriously or not. Yeah, I was. Like, I think I'm someone who does take everything I do seriously. It doesn't mean that I never have fun, that I don't, like, I feel like I can find the balance of doing fun things. But for me, there's no point in doing something and not giving it my all. I don't want to do things half-heartedly, then I'd just rather not do them. I don't want to waste my time or my energy, so if I do something, I commit to it. Oh, hello, Zayden Ragu. Thank you so much for raiding. Thank you. We're playing through Lucilla's Segue in Wuthering Waves, so welcome in.
Today's story is...
I feel like I took it quite seriously. So I have a few university degrees. So obviously I said I have a legal degree, but I also have an acting degree. So I've gone to uni twice, if you will, or 3 times, depending on how, like, if you count degrees, I technically have 3 university degrees, and I've gone to 3 different universities, but because 2 of them are in law and 1 of them is in acting, it's kind of like I counted them as 2 in my head. But yeah, I feel like I took law school quite seriously because you kind of have to lock in, guys. Yeah, I feel like I took that seriously because there was no point in doing it if I wasn't going to do it well. It's the same with acting. I think once I got to drama school, I went a little later to drama school than a lot of people. I was already working as an actor, but I just hadn't formally trained. I just had work experience. And so when I did train, I was very motivated to do it well because at that point, I was already seeing acting as my main career. And so, of course, I was fully invested. And I think it also helped that I was a little older than some of the other people because, you know, maybe they were still deciding if that was what they wanted to pursue. I think some people go to drama school and then they decide whether they want to do that as their career, which is totally valid. But for me, because I did it after having already done a different degree and already being working in the industry, I knew that it was what I wanted to do. And so I was just fully invested. And I think so that meant I also made the most of my time there. I feel like I made a lot of really good friends, some of whom you know. Unc Dan is someone I met at drama school. He's one of my good friends from drama school. There are loads of people that I'm still really good friends with that I met at drama school. So yeah, I took it seriously. Where did the computer science come into the law? I studied computer science for 1 semester before I did law. I pivoted to law from computer science because, well, I liked computer science. It wasn't the best environment for me to study in. It was a while ago. There were not many women studying computer science at the time. Like, we were, like, you could count the amount of people on one hand. And unfortunately, I think the majority of the cohort just wasn't really ready to be studying with women, which was a bit disappointing. But yeah, I ended up pivoting to law, and yeah, that worked out. It all worked out because, you know, now I'm working in acting, which is what I always wanted to do. So it's all good. No, I don't feel the law degree is wasted. The law degree is how I can afford to be an actor living in London. A lot of actors are struggling for money. I'm not, so it was not wasted. Okay, let's chat to Mornier. Law is how I paid for drama school, guys. I paid for drama school out of my own pocket. No loans, no parents funding me.
This class is difficult to follow.
That was possible because I was a lawyer.
So it's normal for some to drift off.
Okay.
Still, it's rare for the entire
It's okay, Mornier. It's not your fault.
like that.
It's not your fault.
If only I could make my lectures more accessible.
This isn't your fault.
Look, you can be really good at, you know,
it's like
you can be a good teacher,
fatigue.
but not necessarily be a
These
good
students
communicator.
Are being
I think that's what's
and
happening.
pushed to their limits over and over. Eventually, the metal just snaps. Should I have woken them? Reprimanded them? Or offered them assurance? I've heard about the pressure they've been under lately.
Yeah, it could also be that the students
Maybe
are just
the best
overworked.
thing is a few days away from all this.
Honestly, I think that's another thing we need to, like, appreciate about student life, right? Even if you're motivated to be there, and even if you're taking it seriously, you can only put so much into your head before you need to rest, right? Like, just constantly learning incredibly advanced concepts like what Morny is teaching here. That takes a lot of energy, and even if you just sat down and listening and taking notes, actually just using your brain is really, really tired. Like, I was more tired like doing legal work than I am doing acting work, right? Even though I might be more physically active now and, you know, I'm doing something that's much more emotional, in a way, like, it isn't as taxing for my brain because it feels a lot more immediate to me. You know, I don't have to retain all this information in my head at all times. And so, yeah, students have it rough, man. Respect to all your students. Okay, don't worry. Lucilla and I will take care of it.
Thank you, Mentor.
Oh, okay. See you on Wavesline, he says. Be at the square by 8, the one we passed earlier. Got some intel to share. Okay. Okay, he sends us a pic. Any racks on what to order? Lucilla went back to her office to take care of something. Just order everything on the menu, Alto. Go wild. You'll have a field day. Says, gotcha. Okay. Let's see how he finds the food. You know what? He's from New Federation. Maybe he's used to eating some weird stuff, right? No? Okay, what's she talking about? She says the period between the two lament occurrences in the High Roy history should not be understood as a simple story of migration. For most Roya, in fact, finding a place to settle was an urgent necessity. Adaptation to the extreme cold was a matter of life or death. As the Roya unwittingly spread their tribal customs, they completed early explorations of fallen space stations and satellites. Amidst the environmental disruption, only the stars remain constant, and as I gaze at them, I know clearly my burning passion for you. Is that a real textbook? Is this a romance, girl? Of course, Professor Winroth's A Brief History of the Roya is mandatory reading for students taking Royan culture classes. That last bit, though, maybe someone left their creative homework assigned. It seems sincere. I'll drop it off at a Lost and Found later. Okay, that was kind of funny. It kind of ended up being more of a romance novel. Nothing wrong with that. Look, guys, sometimes dropping out of school or a project or even like leaving a job, if it isn't working out for you, sometimes that is a good call, okay? I'm not here saying don't go to school, guys, but I think it's also really important to know that I think a lot of students and young people right now are under so much pressure to get it right the first time. Like, you know, at 15, 16, you're having to make these choices about, okay, yeah, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And how do you know until you've done it, right? How do you really know? So if you are someone who is questioning whether what you're doing is right for you, or maybe you've become convinced that something else would be better for you, again, I'm not saying just, you know, quit everything on a whim, but I think it's also okay to pivot, right? Like, I pivoted, and it was a very carefully thought out decision, right? The law degree was practical. It allowed me to, it was free for me to do because of the country I grew up in. It allowed me to become financially independent, which was what allowed me to then do what I actually wanted to do, and get an acting degree and then work as an actor. So, you know, you can make unusual choices. Nobody's life path is going to be the same. And I think it's always, if you genuinely think you've gone down a path that isn't right for you, that isn't what you want to be doing for the rest of your life, it's so much better to stop and pivot than continue down the wrong path. I mean, I think we know the difference in our hearts, whether is it just feeling tough right now because, you know, parts of this path is difficult. That will be the case in every path. But if you genuinely think you've made the wrong choice, I think it's just, you know, don't take my word for it. You know, speak with people in your life that you know and trust, but don't feel shame about pivoting, is what I'm going to say. If you need to, do it. Yeah, nobody knows what they want to do at 15. Like, we think we know, and sometimes it ends up being correct, but it's okay if it's not right. If you don't get it right the first time, it's okay.
You have
What country does that? Scandinavia.
Respect.
It's paid for through
Working
taxes.
in this food desert takes a special
But that
kind
also
of
means
fortitude.
that there's not a socioeconomic barrier to education, which I think is really important. You may disagree with that. But that's how I'm here now. So, what did you have for dinner?
something that looked like toothpaste. Didn't go down well. Next thing I know, there were students everywhere shoving snacks
I'm
at me
sorry,
like it was
Alto.
my birthday.
I was hoping that if you got everything, maybe one of the things would be good.
Hellish.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Do I have a quick voice acting tip for someone with no experience? You're doing an animation capstone project. You have to voice your characters as well. I think just try to the best of your ability to see if you can take yourself out of the awkwardness of hearing your own voice. A lot of people find that really uncomfortable. See if you can distance yourself from that and be like, it's not me, it's the character. It's not about you, it's the character. The character sounds like that. As long as the character is conveying what the character needs to convey, it doesn't matter if you find it cringe to listen to your own voice, right? Just, does the character do what it needs to do? And I think if you need a quick reference, like maybe think about, can you think of another character that is similar to the character you're playing? Like, is there a character in a film or a game or an anime or something else that is kind of a similar style of character to this one? Try and have that in your head as a reference. And it's not that you have to imitate that performance, but you can use that as a guiding point of, okay, how did that character sound like? Don't worry about your accent, just go with your own. If you're starting from scratch, just go with your own accent, something that's comfortable. Speak in a pitch that is comfortable for you, so probably just your own. But then, so think less about doing a voice if you don't need to. If the character can sound like you, just stick with that. But then just think about, what is the personality of this character, right? Are they confident? Are they cocky? Are they really shy? And just try to focus on like maybe that one characteristic, you know? If they're really shy, think about, well, how does it feel when you're really shy? Like, what would make you awkward or shy? And then like try to put yourself in those shoes and be like, oh, okay, well, I tend to talk a little bit quieter and maybe I stumble over my words a bit and, you know, I mumble a bit more because I'm shy. Whatever it is, try and just do what you would do in that situation. I think it's okay to use yourself as the reference point for the character. If you just need to do it on the spot, that's totally fine. We do it all the time. So yeah, we missed the encore line. Oh, but can't we ask both? We could only ask one? Sometimes you can ask both, and it's never clear to me which one is like you can only ask this one, you can ask both of them. I always agonize over that. Sorry, guys. Tell me what happened.
To put it simply, the Exostrider's gone. So, the synchronous program needs to go. Problem is, everyone has a different idea of what to do with their students. And by everyone, I mean President Lucilla versus everyone else. Anyway.
Yeah, game's bricked.
The new Federation and the majority of the board want to pull the plug immediately and draft a new teaching
I can
plan
see why
from
they'd be like, well,
scratch.
what's the point of having the synchronous program if there's no Exostrider to synchronize with?
The executive committee moderates have promised to stay out of it as long as their nation's synchronists are covered, with either guaranteed support back home or smooth transfer somewhere else.
I see.
Where does
But
Lucilla
surely there's a way we can change their minds.
She wants to continue the synchronous
There's a looping
program.
arrow? Okay, thank you.
Continue?
Yup. Confusing, isn't it? Speaking of which, how well do you know her, Rover?
I know her character pretty well. We know her well, as in we know that she's got a good
I
heart.
see. I'll be honest with you, Rover. The Black Shores doesn't trust her right now.
Oh. Okay. Why?
Between her proposal, her deep new Fed connections, and that evasive attitude, there are just too
So we
many
just need
uncertainties for us to take on the risk of
Alto
helping
to
her.
get to know her.
At least, that's the conclusion we've reached based on the facts we have so far. But the Bloombergs
trust
who
her.
graduated from Star Torch heard about this and stepped up to endorse Lucilla.
Okay, that's nice.
That's what changed Shorekeeper's mind. A teacher who gets that kind of trust from her students. That's pretty impressive.
So what do you need from me?
Actually, according to Shorekeeper,
Oh,
you
we're the
are
one doing
really
the
running
audit.
this audit.
Okay.
So, we need you acting as both a Star Torch student
Well, that's a bit awkward.
Black
That's
Shores
a
auditor,
little bit of
to
a
tell us if
conflict of
Lucilla
interest.
is solid, and what she's really planning.
That doesn't seem completely by the
do
book,
something
but
for the
sure.
Synchronists, but I've also got my responsibility to the Black Shores. I don't think Lucilla would put her students in harm's way, but still. Got it.
Yeah,
I'll
this
do
is a
what I
little
can to
biased.
help you.
This is a little biased. Let's be open
I
to
should be the
see
one saying
what
that to
information we
you.
find.
Anyway,
You know?
we need a plan for how.
Great, another grand plan.
Oh.
Why'd you gotta make everything so complicated?
Does Alto and Imeth?
Oh, what the?
Do they know each other? No.
How's that?
He doesn't know her.
Hello, Mr. Alto. This is a
Hello,
once-in-a-lifetime
Mr. Alto.
chance
She
to
hits him with
invest
the
in the
hello.
Exostrator project. I suggest the Black Shores chips in this much.
Oh, okay, okay.
Or
Imeth's
you can
helping.
just patch me through to the collective's board. I'd be happy to handle the negotiations myself.
Okay, okay, she's tough. I like it. You'd think, yeah, if people knew that
Is this
Rover was the one
Imeth?
doing it, it would be a bit.
I can't believe she just hacked a Black Shores terminal.
Imeth. What are you doing, girl?
I am being serious. If synchronous degrees get cancelled, my record will say I only finished Roya preschool.
Hey, nothing wrong with that, man.
Besides,
No
keeping
shame.
Rebel College around isn't that hard.
Oh, did she just say
Get creative.
10,000?
Talk to Chase.
10,000 shell
Talk to
credits won't
Short.
get you a lot.
The collective's investors can't be tougher to handle than LF1, right?
Fair enough, actually, fair enough.
So what if they don't care about your contributions? If they actually want you on their side, they'll have to listen anyway. That's how leverage works.
I mean, look. It is fair that there are many ways we could approach this negotiation, right? Because again, the concern of the people who are against, the people who want to shut it down, they're just saying, well, we're not getting value. So if you could convince them that there is a different way that they can get value, then they will reconsider it, right? It's about showing them the potential. It's you know. So let's see. Sure. Let's see if we can convince them. I think it's worth having a conversation,
If
certainly.
we lean on that kind of leverage now, we'll be held to it later. My experience has shown me that it's often better to act as an individual. Since you're planning on the savior career path, I think you'll understand what I mean.
I like Rover giving her some advice here. Show them Chisa?
Makes sense. Kinda old school thinking, though.
Oh, show them the cat. Be like, we've got cats.
I need to figure out what Lucilla is really thinking.
Yeah, let's
Then I'll
see
play
if
it
we
by
can get
ear.
some more info from Lucilla. I mean, I do trust her, but
If I want them to protect the Synchronists when I can't, I've got to work inside their system. That's just how this game works.
I'm sure the Synchronists could do
Trust
something
me,
else.
Lucilla.
Like,
You'll
surely
find
it's
the
just
right
about
way to handle
pivoting.
this.
Like, adjusting the program so they do something else.
All right then. But just so you know, if my school record disappears, I'm renaming the Space Trek Collective to the Imeth
Whoa.
Collective.
Sassy. I mean, Rover is ancient. Rover's not even like auntie.
Honestly,
Rover's
if we
granny.
let Imeth loose on them, it might actually take some pressure off Lucilla.
But like she said, she's a Synchronist too. That just makes her one more person Lucilla has to protect.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But I'm afraid we have less time than we thought. I spotted some new Fed spies back at the station. Lost them on the motorbike. But it won't be long before they track us here.
Right. Okay. Well, we gotta fix this
Before
then.
Lucilla's next tour begins, let's poke around and see what we can find.
I mean, Alto is a secret agent, man. Like, I'm sure he can find out some stuff. It would be nice to know more about Lucilla's undercover. It'd be nice to know more about Lucilla's backstory. Because again, like, with moves like that, you know, she's not just an
flea
academic.
Markets on campus? I'm starting to get the hype.
Okay, I see
Wait,
Segue, I see Lene.
Isn't that the student who dozed off in class earlier? Come on, let's go
Yeah,
over.
James is really delightful in this. Okay, let's listen to these. Sonia, she was one of the girls from Mornier's class.
If we follow this method, the convergence radius for this series is obviously...
Yes. I'm following. Mm-hmm.
I'm terrible at explaining this, aren't I?
Okay, but it seems like she's understood it.
I'm just slow.
Which is good.
I'll focus harder.
Oh, do you mean that he thinks Lene's the new Fed spy? Maybe.
And I'll make sure you get your money's worth.
But then he wouldn't have said that he lost them, right? Because he saw Lene there.
I'll write down a third way to solve it. Watch how it goes, okay?
But like the fact that this girl can tutor Segue on the subject shows that she's understood it. Because like teaching someone is harder.
She was drowsy in class.
Yeah.
She's been staying up late tutoring other students.
That means that she's understanding the material and well enough that she can explain it in different ways to students who might be struggling with it. That's pretty good. What do you want? He's just waving indiscriminately. Okay. Lene.
You're telling me you've modified every bike here? That's insane.
Yeah, I don't think anyone could lose Lene on a motorbike. Oh.
Well, Waleo's been in the Expedition motorbike program since day one. These bikes here are basically his family.
Soulmates.
Okay.
So, what do you say, Auditor Alto? How about you order 10 as a starter pack?
Well, 10 bikes or 10 modifications?
10 soulmates sold in a pack.
10 soulmates?
I heard you test drove the Academy stock model this morning. With the rain the last 2 days, probably felt a little slip on the turns, yeah? Try this one. I tweaked the ABS and TCS myself. You could take this straight to a pro race. No problem.
No wonder you were sleeping in class. Up all night in the garage?
No, the bikes have been ready for weeks. Last night I was just saying goodbye to them.
He's really invested in the bikes.
Oh, well that's depressing. I'd feel bad buying them now.
But again, it's showing that the students aren't just like slacking off. They're actually doing stuff. Yeah, I don't... He's really invested in his bikes, I guess. Oh, what's Chisa doing? What's Chisa doing? What are these guys doing? They're fighting? Over a book?
You little...
Never!
Okay.
Please don't fight, you two. Maybe I'll just check out the other stalls.
Don't go, Chisa. You've got a real eye for quality. This piece was meant for you.
Not the T-pose there.
No, it isn't. She's just a prep student. She doesn't know anything about
uncalled
quality.
for, man.
Excuse me? The audacity! Just begging for a smack, aren't you?
Ooh, okay. Well, this descended into violence. Oh, they're siblings. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I guess that...
I'm not familiar with the mechanics, but I can see that this device's internal structure is finely crafted. From the external casing down to the internal wiring, the structure and circuitry are meticulously designed. Someone put their heart into this.
Maybe she can...
the best thing you'll find in the market.
Maybe she can relieve the tension here.
Yes, the best.
Ah.
Thank you. That means more to me than you know. Honestly, if we want fundraising today, I'd just give it to you. But tell you what, I'll give you 20% off.
I love her, like, empty frame glasses. Like, no glasses in, just a frame.
6 years, Li Xian. 6 years of your life. Just to settle for nothing?
For nothing? I'll tell you what nothing is, little brother.
Okay, yeah, they are
It's having
siblings.
nothing to show for the past and nothing waiting in the future. That's nothing. Look around, Li Heng. We are synchronists. Synchronists who had the most resources but never became the chosen one for the Exo Strider. We've achieved nothing. But if we drop our stupid pride and try to support the students coming up behind us, then we can still be worth something.
I feel sad for them. Because again, like, only one person could pilot the Exo
You
Strider,
wanna
right?
support them, sure. But who's gonna support you?
Me. I will support you. Nothing to show? I refuse to let anyone write your epitaph before
What is her
your
accent?
work's
I
even
don't
been
know.
seen.
I don't know, unfortunately. I would guess East Asian, Southeast Asian, but I don't know. Maybe someone in chat recognizes the accent?
You all have me.
Some people are saying sounds Malaysian.
I, Lucilla, president of Star Torch Academy, will always
I would say Southeast
stand
Asian,
with you.
yeah.
Even if the whole
But
world
I'm
turns its
not
back.
well versed enough that I
Even
could
if I
say
have to do it
with certainty
alone.
which country. Chinese Singaporean, some people are saying.
And by the way, we just landed a very generous sponsor. The new research fund will arrive tomorrow.
That means...
That's promising.
That means pack up this stall.
Don't sell
Unless
all your
you
stuff
want
yet.
to sell your hard work at a loss.
I think Chisa has a Japanese accent though, because Rita Louie speaks Japanese, so I would guess that Chisa has also lets you know how to
Alto,
Japanese
it was
inspired.
you, wasn't it? You're the sponsor.
Huh? Oh, well...
Is he?
Thank you, Chief Alto.
Or is he just getting the credit here?
You're the best.
Impudent little hamster.
Oh,
Really?
this expression
Using
again.
A crisis to
Love
haggle me
that
down to
moment.
wholesale? I just had a bit of a tiff with a rather difficult partner.
Oh, that wasn't Alto, surely.
She closed a deal in a single afternoon? That must have been a hard bargain.
I'll show her concern.
I appreciate it. But if a teacher needs her students to worry about her, she's already failed.
Look,
Let's just
we're kind
keep it
of
between us.
not a teacher-student relationship with Lucilla, right? Like we're clearly working together on more of an equal footing.
Sorry, Professor. We were out of line.
Out of line? For defending your work? That's not something to apologize for. You're braver than I ever was.
I feel like Lucilla and Rover
Listen
have
to
more
me,
of a friendship
Lucian.
here.
This pioneering spirit of
Rover's
yours,
not really
in all
here
of
as a
you,
student, right? It's kind
it
of
deserves to be seen by more people. Don't ever let go of it.
Okay, well, nice that they got some funding. It's good. It's good.
I won't.
I like these NPCs. They're cool.
Oh, and maybe go a little easier on your brother. He's running out of brain cells to lose.
She's saying don't slap him so much. Maybe ease off.
Professor?
Don't slap him so hard.
Something I should tell you.
About Lenny and the others skipping class. Don't worry. I've already been briefed on their whereabouts.
Okay, she knows where they are.
So, Mr. Alto, shall we move on to the evening's special viewing?
Is she gonna show us a film?
Whoa. Yeah. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it. According to the law, Alto is rich, even if you exclude Blackshaw's budget. All right, yeah. Mr. Black Shores himself. Can I say that's Rough Buddy and Cartethyia and Fled Lisa's voices from the Zuko meme for The Last Airbender? It's been too long since I've seen The Last Airbender. Like, obviously I saw it when everyone else did. I only remember my cabbages, but... So I don't actually remember how that meme or line goes, but I guess I can say, that's rough, buddy. That's rough, buddy. I imagine that's a sarcastic line, but... My cabbages! I unironically say that a lot, so... Yeah. There we go. He does sound like... Yeah, also sounds a lot like James Day. It's uncanny. Lenny is from a side quest? Yeah, I remember that side quest. I did it. Okay. Okay, enter the student's secret base. Okay, let's go.
So they turned the reading
What clip the
room
line
into a
read?
workshop.
Happy to oblige, guys.
Not bad. Kids know how to hustle.
I mean, we've already established that I'm Kratos' BA, so... Right, okay. Let's see what they've been working on. In Chinese, also called Imeth Miss
Lenny,
Imeth. It's like calling her the boss's
our little
daughter.
Promise.
Oh yeah, I remember Lenny. She was cool.
You know? I promised to show off the Synchronists Club projects. You really think that scrap you wanted me to parade around was gonna win over a single investor? This is what a win looks like.
What did she do? She looks like she's been working
self-propelled
hard.
artillery. AI-driven multimodal autonomous defense system. Best part is full augmented resonance effect control.
All right.
Means zero electromagnetic interference. You
I
could
trust.
drop this thing in the middle of the etheric sea, and as long as I'm still breathing,
Ah,
I'm
so she's
still
building
piloting.
something else that the Synchronists can pilot. That's cool. That's cool. W. Lenny.
Present.
He's intimidated.
If you keep funding synchronist research, then this goes into mass production in 1 year. No, 6 months!
What a cool
Mass production?
gal.
I know, hard to believe, but just let us show you!
I like her. I know. I like her energy.
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that the Black Shores isn't a mercenary group.
But it cuts through tacit discords like a hot knife through butter.
Okay, let's give Lucilla a chance. I mean, I do want to speak for Alto, or like speak up for him, but let's see how Lucilla handles this. That's what we're here to find out, right?
I've got this. Remove the safety, Lenny. Let's give it a test. Be careful.
I like how determined she looks. This is a good new expression as well that I feel like we haven't seen as much. Again, I really like how they're giving these even the NPCs more like intent. Whoa, okay. What's happening? It's Rogue? Oh, we fighting?
Memories take shape.
Okay. Alright. That's it? That's all we have?
Look at the camera.
We just have shooting? Okay, fine. We don't need other skills. So what, we get a few pictures.
Hold still.
And then...
Not bad.
Okay.
Small memories take shape.
Okay,
Look
so we're
at the
unlocking
camera.
the skills slowly. They're teaching us, this is very diplomatic, how she
Say
works.
cheese.
Yeah, so we've got a few pictures
Smile.
here. And when do we get her ult?
Say cheese. Gotcha.
Maybe we don't.
Come on, get in the shot.
Alright. Yeah, why would you do this indoors? That's a bit of a question. It's a cool shot, but why indoors? Aww. That's rough.
Are you all right?
I'm sorry, Professor. Mr. Alto, and club leader Lenny. I lost control.
Yeah, they worked really hard.
I'm really sorry.
But they showed the desire to work hard, right? And pivot.
Nana, please contact Dr. Luke to check on them.
It broke from Lucilla taking pictures, yeah.
Are you all right, Lenny?
Yeah, she's reckless, but so is
Go get yourself
Rover a little
patched
bit.
up in the infirmary. I'll handle the rest.
A lot of potential.
My blade.
Oh,
I agree.
a green queen. Thank
And
you
I'm
so
not
much
just
for
blowing
rating.
smoke, Lenny. Controlling delicate equipment through
We're
pure
playing
resonance is an
Lucilla
ability
Segue
only
in
you
Wuthering
synchronists
Ways.
possess.
Welcome in, Raiders.
This technology has huge potential, especially if you maybe lose the
But
terrifying
again,
weapons.
this is what it's about, right? The students.
But it's
not
too
about
late
having a
now.
final solution. It's about showing what they can do. Yeah, if this was a formal audit, it probably wouldn't have been.
It's never too late. I've been talking to new partners. There are many who still want to support
Hey,
us.
potential is an important word.
We are here to strive for the future of civilization.
I think whoever's voicing Lenny is doing a
Startorch
really good
Academy
job.
will be the cradle for synchronists and the vanguard of our collective hope.
You were just doing this
That's
quest? Yeah,
what
it's
my
so good to
admission
hear
letter
James
said.
again.
That's what I believed.
She's amazing, whoever's voicing her. She's giving it so much heart.
I knew I was signing up to be one of the Exostrider's 1,000 backup pilots. A spare part. An appendix to a civilization's appendix. And I never regretted it. Strive for the future of civilization?
This is what I mean. It's not about doing a weird voice, doing an accent. It's about the emotion. It's about the good acting, first and foremost. Oh. What are we seeing here? Rain? Is this like a Lucilla memory thing? That's her as a child, I guess.
Professor, is it true that no one cares about us now that the Exostrider is gone?
Okay.
I care.
Professor!
I think it's so nice how they really show Lucilla's heart, you know, how much she cares.
I used to think this whole synchronous thing was just shuffling students from one class to another. But I get it now. These kids, they aren't fighting to keep their synchronous privileges. They're fighting to protect the synchronous mission.
That mission comes with a lot else at stake.
This academy was a global initiative from the start. Nations and countless people invested in it. That's the bedrock of this place. And the bedrock of what it means to be a synchronist. That gives everyone a stake. Even if they don't benefit from the synchronous program directly. They deserve to ask questions. And they deserve the chance to be won over.
Yeah,
Fair point.
we all could have benefited from a
Besides,
teacher like Lucilla, right?
Touching stories won't be enough to sway the review. Without the Exostrider, the synchronous program is just a drain on their resources.
I don't think Lucilla is the type to wager on sentiment alone. She's definitely holding her
Yeah, I
plans
think
close to
Lucilla's
her
the kind of
chest.
person who has a long game here. I think she
Asking
has
for our help while keeping
strategies.
secrets. Or is there some other explanation? Either way, balls in your court, Rover. Our undercover
I still think it's
auditor.
absolutely problematic that we are auditing this, but sure.
I'm sorry for the incidents today.
Please, don't be. It was a rewarding day. Those young synchronists left a great impression on me. Speaking of which, is Lenny gonna be all right?
She's fine. Dr. Luke is taking her to the infirmary. And at this hour, allow me to walk you to your room.
Oh, no need for that. Dr. Luke showed me the way earlier. Actually, you look like you're the one who could use a rest. Rover,
It's really nice hearing Alto
why
again.
don't you walk the
It's really
president
good
back
to
instead?
see these characters come back.
All right then.
Makes me very happy.
See you tomorrow morning.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice seeing Alto. And I'm glad we're going to see Yang Yang again.
I need to stop by the conference hall before heading back. Care to walk with me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. This is kind of unrelated, but just thinking about it now that I'm watching Lucilla, you know, purple and yellow are complementary colors, and it's just kind of interesting how they've used them so heavily in the highway.
When was the last time you slept?
Oh, can't remember.
The last time you
Lucilla.
ate? I did keep track of that. What's the weather like at the Black Shores?
It doesn't really change much.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the food?
Yeah,
A
what
bit
do they eat at the Black
better
Shores?
than what we get here.
Just a bit. My students who join the Black Shores barely write to me. Even when they do, they never mention their daily lives. If I
Yeah,
do
imagine
get a
if
sudden
Camellia
call
was the
out of
auditor.
nowhere, it's just, Professor,
Anything
I
could have happened.
question. Adorable little gremlins, all of them.
Yes, I do read the YouTube
As
live
long as
chats.
they're safe.
I've been
That's what
responding to them all
matters.
along. Yeah, I think one thing about Lucilla is I do appreciate how much she cares. But I think also she's kind of, I guess her character flaw here is that she's leaning heavily into this mindset of, no, I have to be strong for everyone else, and I can't, you know, lean on anyone. Nobody can see me be weak, and I can't sleep, I can't rest, I can't eat. And it's very admirable, but, you know, that is the fast track to burnout. And you know how they say on flights, put on your own oxygen mask first, right? Like, you can't help others if you are dying yourself. So I admire Lucilla and I understand her perspective, but I also think, you know, if she really wants to help people, she also does need to look after herself, and I'm hoping that we can help her realize that. Yeah. Bless. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, Jaden Morisu. Thank you. Really appreciate that. That's kind of you to say. Okay, let's talk to her.
So, when are you going to start?
To
Start what?
Oh, she knew all along.
Fishing for intel? That Mr. Alto must have put you up to it, right?
Well, I was waiting for you to tell me yourself.
We could have just cut to the chase.
Rover, would you let the Black Shores compromise its founding mission of fighting the Lament to get tangled up in superpower politics? Just for my sake?
Hydrate or no one else goes to Star Torch. All right, then.
I asked myself yesterday if I really knew you. Turns out, I don't. And I kept going back and forth on what role you should play here. This situation isn't noble, isn't just. It's just businessmen and politicians squabbling over a slice of the pie. But I want this to be a collaboration between Star Torch and the Black Shores. Not because we're friends, but because it makes sense.
I mean, yeah, that's better. Doing it not just for
I put
personal
you through this
reasons.
detour because I was afraid that if I asked you directly, you'd just say yes to helping me. So
I like that she
wanted
wants
you
to do
see
it by the
for
book.
yourself. Judge it with your own measures. That way, when you go back to your people, you can tell them if Lucilla is worth trusting, and if these synchronists are worth fighting for.
Rover, are you still with the president?
Yep.
Change of plans. The new Federation caught wind she was rallying support and moved the review up.
Ah, that's
To
not
when?
great. Now?
Tomorrow morning. Technically, that's in 3.5 hours.
All right.
Classic new Fed. They probably had a review panel parked outside Lahai for days, just waiting
Well,
for the
we're
Black
just gonna have
Shores
to
show.
give them a great show.
How'd they win over the other member states and round up representatives so quickly?
Space Trek Collective budget bylaws. Because the new Fed is a permanent member and rotating chair, they only need
Okay.
half the members to abstain to control
see,
the
I see.
outcome. They likely had this review rigged before it was even
Right, okay.
proposed.
Rig the
Gear up,
vote.
President Lucilla. We'll see how the review plays out and take it from there.
3.5 hours. That's plenty of time.
See, this is what I mean. She's just unbothered always. She's
Let's
like,
go.
I have a backup plan.
Where to?
I like how worried
The
Rover
second
looks.
half of the tour.
Yeah, she's been up for 72 hours. That's why she had 2 coffees. Okay, what's the secret tour, Lucilla? This could have been a phone call. Okay. Let's see. 2 coffees with alcohol. Yeah, do you know what? Fair. I'm not going to judge.
Are you upset?
About how you dragged me into your plan? Or the things you're still not telling me?
My. Oh, sorry. Call it a teacher trying to keep on her mask? You're still my
Yeah,
student
like,
on paper.
Lucilla is
after
pretty,
all.
as I say,
It sounds like you're
strategic,
saying
right?
I can just sit back and enjoy the show.
Bet that's not something you get to do every day, is it?
Nope. Let's see what happens. She added a bomb to the coffee. I mean,
I
wouldn't
expect
recommend.
there to be a place like this beneath
I
Rebel
would not
College.
recommend. Although it was
Before
okay as a
Sandomir
pizza
Base
dipping
was
sauce.
built, this
Not
was
the
a
best,
research
but-
facility for augmented resonance effects and void
okay.
storm countermeasures.
Wait, I see a giant
It's
solar
been
skin in the back
decommissioned
there.
for years. The executive committee told me I could do whatever I wanted with the space. So I used my forte to do some light
Yeah,
remodeling.
okay. She's done some weird stuff with the
Memories
place.
of my students that should exist only in my mind. Here,
That's kind of cute, though. Fair enough.
become real. A tangible piece
We do
to
all need a
display.
giant solar skin, yeah.
We still have some time. If you're interested, feel free to look around.
Heck yes. I do want to investigate these things. I do want to investigate these
You're
things.
using your forte to do all this? How long did it take you to create this?
However long it took, it was worth it. So the ones who stay don't just stay, and the ones who leave don't just leave.
Okay, so we can only inspect certain objects. So let's check out the ones that we can inspect. With the help of the shepherds, our team finally completed a full scan of the solar skin. Oh, solar skin, you're so adorable. I'm sorry I wanted to catch you with a net gun before. Amia. Like, so these are NPCs we've seen before. Ken, what's this? Well, that's certainly a blinged out, Okay. Procrastinate all you want. Absolutely no action taken even past the deadline. All tardiness allowed and all consequences acknowledged. That's the Tarde unit for you. The little-known prototype model of the Tarde unit. Okay, so this is like... This one is pretty lax. He's like, whatever, do what you want. I don't care. That's funny. Okay. Inspect the object. The strongest monitor in history, crafted by the troublemakers of the Department of Exostrider Engineering. When faced with unauthorized snooping, it unleashes full firepower. May all traitors explode. Retired after seriously injuring allies. Dang,
Bad timing.
What a fun line to get on that. That's quite funny. Alright, okay. She saved some funny things there. That was kind of funny. Bad timing.
The exhibits we're looking for are here.
Behind the wall?
Peak comedy.
Don't forget,
comedy.
this is my memory palace. Naturally, memory locks require memory
Yeah, I got too
keys
close,
to
clearly.
unlock. Allow me to demonstrate. This fancy
Okay,
trick
let's
only
see how her
works in
forte
this little
works.
domain of mine.
Okay, so a backdoor Lucilla crafted for herself using her power. Very few know how to use it correctly. Yeah? Ooh, so wait, we can... Oh, okay. So she can use her Forte memory palace to project her memories on the corresponding projectors. Drag the photos to the target area to project the memory into reality. Alright. Okay, so do we need to be... Yeah, we need to be further away, maybe? Right. And then... Oh, okay, we didn't need to do that, I think. But, alright, so we just... Yep. Oh. Ah. Fatal frame mechanic. Okay, okay. We change reality by putting a different frame into the frame. I see. Kusabi? Let's hope not. What if the Kusabi was the auditor, guys? Whew. Spicy.
What is it?
This is the very reason I built this exhibition hall in the first
what
place.
is this? Is this the kind of looks like the weapon that those two students were arguing about? It kind of looked like that.
Professor, do you trust me?
That sounded like her voice. I think that's her.
Lucilla? You spaced out there. Are you all right?
Yeah,
I'm
there's a
fine.
memory there.
Just had a dream that only lasted a few seconds. Rather fascinating.
Okay.
Maybe it's a good idea to rest before the review starts.
Don't worry. I promise you I'll crash the second this is over. But right now, we must bring these exhibits with us.
Okay. I'm sure she will unpack that for us later.
Will a few exhibits be enough to sway them?
Let's try.
She usually knows exactly how to sell anything. So why does she look so hesitant now?
Thank you for your trust. I know you have 1,000 questions burning in your mind. How will she handle the new Fed? What's her plan for the Synchronist with the Exostrider gone? Forgive me for not having the answers just yet.
Okay.
I know you'd never harm the students. That's the only answer I need.
Yeah, I mean, we do trust that.
Terrible timing for a compliment, Rover. Anyway, let's take these two exhibits and...
She's
See you
remembering
soon, Professor.
herself as a student. The plot thickens. Oh, we falling into a memory? Is that what's happening here? Hi, John. How are you? Guess it's time for a bit of combat.
Some kind of force pulled us down here. Do you know where we are?
If my memory serves, we're directly beneath the exhibition hall. This way.
I mean, she took that well. Not too flustered. Okay, interesting. Let's see what this is.
A synchronist's cockpit? Was this the prototype?
It looks the part, but this was actually our plan B.
Oh.
Designed without safety limiters to get sync rates up quick. Lets a synchronist pilot the exostrider.
Kind of
by
like what I
force.
did, I guess. In the beginning. Oh, no worries, John. Please have a good rest. Yeah,
I know. It was meant as a last resort if civilization was staring down extinction. The project was terminated after the initial trials. The synchronists who volunteered. In the end, they lost their
So it
ability
did
to
not work.
resonate with the exostrider ever
see.
again. What our students are facing now isn't new. I just hope I can do better by them this time.
Okay, interesting. So there were synchronists who lost that ability.
Any idea how we find our way out of here?
Okay, so she preserves some memories in the form of photos. Locate and use the corresponding projectors to project them. Okay, so we need to find a bunch of photos.
With our eyes open, the key should be somewhere here.
It's obviously here. Right. And so now we can use... so we need to get this thing out, right? And that allows us to... Oh, we need to stand... Oh, we need to stand on
Let's pick
the
up the
spot.
pace.
Yeah. Oh. Stand on the spot, Lucilla. Yes. And then we pull the picture in the frame. And it allows us to...
Excellent. You're catching on quickly.
Oh, take care, Amazi. Thank you. Your print should be on the way.
What's happening?
Something rather unpleasant, I imagine.
Yeah, what is this?
Lucilla.
Fine, no more jokes.
Yeah, watch the replay. Thank
Honestly,
you so much.
Anyone watching would think you're the one facing the board. There, I know the way out. Remember what I told you before entering the dark side? About the memories I erase periodically that can never be recovered?
Yeah.
Some things I can't bear to remember, but I also can't bear to forget. So I store them here.
Okay.
Looks like some of them are tired of being locked up.
I see. Okay.
Rover, look up. The exit is right above. We can use this key to leave, but I need your help to get there.
I do think it's interesting that she can cut out the memories like film. Yeah, so we have this key that...
Everything here is from my memory, but I know you are real. And wherever you are, that must be reality.
I guess that makes sense.
I understand. I'll be your reference point. But what about that girl? Are we just leaving her?
Rover, do you have any experience dealing with children? Tell me, what makes a child the most flustered when they're playing hide and seek?
I love the wink.
I see.
Now, come along. Let's treat this little escape as a warm-up for the review.
Okay, this is a fun bit of different gameplay. Right. So, let's explore. Maybe we need to find some other photos. Let's just see what's up here. I mean, the marker is pointing us a different way. I just wanted to check if there was anything interesting here that we could look at or interact with. Okay. Let's see.
Welcome to the Anti-Void Matter Materials Lab. It's where they first developed the materials for the Academy's anti-void canopy.
What's all of that in the center of the room?
The scrap of the day. Even the best recycling can only keep up with so much. Let's look around to see if there are any leads.
Search for clues. I mean, shall we break them? Number 8025, coding failed after 159 hours and 45 minutes of exposure. Number 8026, coding failed after 133 hours and 15 minutes of exposure. Okay. Professor, is this student here to mess around? Okay, so this is a corrosion test report residue. I like how she, like, just breaks things like an absolute legend. Unknown photo. Okay. Anti-void material lab keepsake photo. A photo taken before a certain individual left the lab. For some reason, they didn't take it with them, choosing instead to carry away something far more precious. Okay, mysterious.
I have the photo.
Guess that's a bit of Lucilla's past.
To project it?
Oh, so now can I still... Yeah. Let's break everything for the 74 shell credits, you know? Let me fund the academy with these 50 credits. Right, okay. So we can put the... Okay, tainted photos. Some photos have been smeared due to contamination. Drag the 2 calibration bars to the correct position to restore the photos. Okay, fun. So we've got this one. Now we need to... Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, I do love a bit of chromatic aberration, but let's see here. So, I mean, it's looking pretty sharp to me. Do we need to be sharper than that? Oh. Oh, it's this one that needs... Oh, wait. So yellow is good or bad? Huh. So this one is locked. So this one is where it needs to be. Yeah. Okay. I know, right? 10k shell credits have got you. Yeah, that was a bit of a sound, but now we know that that's it. And so now we can run into
Time
it.
for class. Oh. Come on, get in the shot. Smile.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even mind the sort of, like, simple gameplay. I think that's fine. I don't know if Lucilla is support for Hiyuki. I'm imagining she could be. But as you said, Hiyuki has a lot of different skills, and so maybe having sort of another character in that team that has less stuff she has to go through makes sense. Okay, let's inspect. We are students of this vegetation. We are students of Lahai Roy. We are students of nature. Okay. Alright. Kind of cool. Yellow is good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Memories take shape. Time for class.
She's a support for Hiyuki. Say my blade purge all evil? My blade
is this
purge all evil.
Retroact rain?
Oh, dear me, this is but a pale imitation.
Okay.
Among the synchronists who survived the experiments, there was one from Jinzhou. Once he realized he'd never resonate with the Exostrider, he returned home and joined the Ministry of Development's Defense Division.
Right.
There,
Someone we know?
He and his colleagues worked together to develop Jinzhou's Retroact rain defenses.
You're saying the shields against Retroact rain and void storms share the same origin?
That's pretty cool.
Not exactly. His approach didn't work on void storms at all, and it was discarded long ago. Before he left the academy, the only things he asked to take with him were a few sheets of material buried under that pile of junk. I often wonder, was he just reluctant to let go of his design? Or had he already mapped out how
Yeah,
to
I like that
protect his
1.x
own
is
town?
still being referred, you
The
know,
girl
to in
who
the story.
trapped us here? She must be trying to show us something through this memory.
Seems I've been getting schooled by
That's
my
nice. Like,
students
I
a
like
lot
the idea that
lately.
if that girl is like younger Lucilla, I like the idea that she's,
Let's
you
go.
know,
It's time to
telling
move on to the
herself
next
something.
classroom.
I think that's really nice. Okay. Just checking if there's anything else, but kinda seems like we just have to go and grab the thing. Go back to hell? Is that what it said? The hole, I think it said. Go to hell.
Not
okay.
even close.
How tall do I think Lucilla is using Carlotta as a unit of measurement? I mean, I think my guess is that Lucilla has the same, like, base size as, say, Cantarella. So the same height difference, right? So she's probably at least a head taller than Carlotta, is what I'm guessing. So she's a 1 4/5 of a Carlotta tall. Yeah. Who's taller, Cartethyia or Carlotta? I think they're the same. They're probably the same height. I mean, Fleur-de-Lis form. Obviously, Fleur-de-Lis, but yeah, probably the same height. I think they're both petite. Carlotta is smaller? I trust you guys. I'm sure someone will have put the models in the and measured them against each other. Carlotta meter is what centimeter stands for?
What's wrong?
I've not actually seen them next to each other, so I don't know.
Stay where I can see you, Rover.
Cart's a bit taller. Fair enough.
Unpleasant memory.
Oh, okay. What's the unpleasant memory?
It's far too easy to get lost in here.
Let's see.
It doesn't look like there's a way to cross the barrier ahead.
Okay, so maybe there's a lesson we need to learn first.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Rover, just go with me on this, all right?
Yeah, let's do it. She's like an inch taller.
Can you step a little to the side?
Yeah. Sure.
Like this?
Perhaps a step forward.
Yeah.
Maybe a step back.
Okay. Look at
right,
Rover's pouty face.
This is the last one. Let's see that beautiful smile.
Sure.
Has anyone ever told you that you're not
a subliminal
most
quick
photogenic?
flash?
They have
Rude.
Rude. No more teasing. This shot will have to suffice.
What did you do? Okay, so she texted us. There should be a console around. Follow my instructions to disable the security system. First, initiate emergency mode. Type in LI001 I1L. What a great code. Then select lift restrictions and you're good to go. Hope she's not expecting me to remember this. Okay. I think it was, let me see. It's not this one. It was an I, and the 0 was before the O. It's one of these two. I think it was this one. We'll see. Access granted. I have fairly good visual memory. Right. I like that kind of games.
Clear as day, madam. Your daughter isn't sick. She has awakened her 40, and it's a remarkably rare memory type.
Yeah, so I think they're talking about Lucilla.
My Lucy will never become a resonator.
Okay, so maybe there's a bit of trauma in her childhood about this. Could understand that.
Lucy!
Hello, Ninja Models. Guten Abend indeed. How are you?
Smile.
Look at the camera.
Ooh.
Lucilla?
Oh, she disappeared, and now it's just us.
Not good.
Well.
Without a reference point?
Yeah, guys, please
She's
please
getting
keep
pulled
this
into the
spoiler free.
deep end of
Leaks
her
not
memories.
allowed. It's
I
against my
need to
NDA.
find her before too much time passes.
Okay, so this is where we'll need once we have the photo. Find Lucilla at the source of the voices. Okay. Okay, so the test results show the subject's tacit mark is located on the outer side of the right calf. According to the patient's family, the subject awakened her forte at a birthday party after receiving a camera as a gift. Okay. Test item, Rebel's curve fluctuation stability test. Test results. The subject's Rebel curve shows elliptical fluctuations with a stable time domain. It demonstrates slight abnormal fluctuations. Conclusion. The subject shows no risk and has no history of overclocking, but exhibits long and short-term memory impairments common in memory-type resonators. Observation in the hospital is recommended. Okay, so she's texting us. You hanging in there all right? I could ask you the same. Let's regroup ASAP. Agreed. The space here seems to be constantly shifting. We'll need to rendezvous in a memory vivid enough for me. Keep this photo I'm sending over. Find a suitable place, you know what to do. And keep your wits about you, Rover. Don't get yourself lost in a memory. Okay. Lucilla's cam is like a James Bond type of gun? Okay. Screenshot. Alright. We're gonna check out the new drip marketing after this story, guys. We will look at it then. Okay, so let's see, can we zoom in? Is that how that works? Can we like, yeah. Yeah, Rover, you're supposed to save the photo, not screenshot the convo. Look, Rover's a boomer, okay? They don't get it. They're trying. Does it strain if I speak as Cartethyia? No. I did that for hours and hours and hours. I don't audition in a voice I can't sustain, because that would be counterintuitive. Okay, that's definitely someone who looks like Lucilla.
Are you still there, Lucilla?
Yes.
Hi, Daddy Lex. How are you?
Why aren't you answering?
Is this her mother?
What do you want me to say?
Well, you could say
is good.
Okay, or I understand. This is the perfect moment. While our opponents are spread too thin, we take the reins.
Sus.
Just like the time you became
I mean,
president.
look, Lucilla does give new Fed spy, like, in the day the same way that Lene did.
Don't worry about the narrative. We'll play the villain. You just act tough, rope the independent auditor in, and we'll force another round of review.
Look, I think this makes her look bad, but we don't know the full picture of what this means. So it's too early to panic.
You fight hard. We express our concerns, and then we both take a step back. As long as we ensure our control over the future of the synchronous program, nothing else matters.
And what do you want from my students?
I think this is someone who's trying to
We both get what we want. They
force
have
Lucilla
talent,
to make a certain call.
and we help them achieve their dreams. And it'll be their choice.
Their choice. Whose dreams are we really achieving?
It will be their choice, Lucilla. My Lucy, I won't speak of your past choices. But tell me, has there been a single choice that wasn't your own?
I get this feeling that this is her parental figure in that picture. The woman in that picture.
I still refuse.
Okay, so she said no.
Just like that. Act tough, fight hard, and then we both take a step back at the review.
Yeah, I don't know if it's her actual mother or it's just someone who's raised her, but... It could very well be someone who is, you know, because she's quite strategic and politically
From
savvy,
the
so it could definitely
Academy
be
to the
someone
Pioneer Association,
who,
then
like,
to the
she could
Space
have a
Trip
parent or a
Collective,
guardian who's,
and
like,
now here.
embroidered in the
No wonder I was
academy
never
politics.
cut out to be president. Watch out. That's me from the dark side. I use this memory to trap her. When are you going to tell her, Professor Lucilla? President Lucilla? That
Yeah, so
you've
this is
already made it
the
in with the
evil
new
one of
Federation?
how we saw in the previous segue, I think.
Let's go. You think you can outrun yourself, Lucilla?
I like that they bring her back. The Lucilla question mark. I trust. I don't want to pry.
Before the
If she
meeting
will tell me,
starts,
she wants to tell me.
I need you to take the time to fill me in on what's really happening.
Thank you. I promise I'd never let the new Federation lay a single finger on my students. But that's just her wishful thinking. A moth to the flame, daring the sky with wings of wax. Your students will die because of you.
I mean, you can never trust the dark side version of a character, really. So, I mean... They'll poke at something that is a real fear or concern, but, like, they're obviously designed to make you doubt yourself.
Let's leave this place, Rover.
You're fed up with new Fed? Yeah, like they'll you know, they'll be manipulative, but they will manipulate from a point
You
of
could have
truth.
erased this memory. Why keep something so dangerous locked away?
To keep the sting fresh. A sharp reminder of the cost of slipping up if I ever get too comfortable in the Academy's peace.
Fair enough. Alright.
Let's pick up the pace.
This is cool, like, how those film strips have that kind of, like, current running through them. Very cool. Maybe the real Grand Architect was the friends we made along the way? Sure. See, I don't think there's going to be secrets up here, but yeah, no, we can't go that way. Invisible wall. We're going this way. Yeah, it's a very cool space. I like it. Oh, look at here, like how it's looking a bit grim.
Let it go, Lucilla. Face what you know is reality.
Look at that. Cool. Okay, find out the secret bird in her heart.
Once again, I found the courage to step into this room. Time flows here. Silent and peaceful.
I'll listen to
The
her
Academy is
think
alive
first.
and thriving. We've come so much further than I ever dreamed. I wish you were here to see it.
Oh, thank you so much, Alfie Arcane. Thank you. It's my pleasure. Okay, transfer notice. President Lucilla, after board deliberation, your request to resign from Startorch Academy has been denied. We understand that you're going through a difficult time, but the students need you. We need you. Okay, so there was a time where she was considering stepping away. A photo of an ordinary student dorm. The paper appears to have been gripped tightly, leaving the surface creased and mottled. Damaged photo of student dorm. Okay. Let's see. So if we stand here, we can put the picture here and we can step into... Oh, okay, so we can investigate these same things again. Let's see here. Let's read the document first. Accident report. Considering the impact of this accident, the board has decided to raise the confidentiality level of this project. The investigation results will not be made public. Additionally, all ongoing and previously reported projects must undergo a second review by the Space Trek Collective expert panel.
The accident report is indisputable. Cable insulation failure leading to flight control abnormality. But the truth is simpler. I approved the plan.
Okay.
I killed her.
Oh, someone died. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would knock someone's confidence. Okay. A photo of an ordinary student dome. Slightly out of focus. Okay. So this will be one of the ones we need to adjust. So let's see here. I think, yeah, around here, and then it's a bit grainy. I think this, yeah. Let's go here. Read the note. To the professor. So what if I never become a synchronist? I'll find my own way to the sky. See you soon, Professor. Okay, so this is probably the student who died.
I wrestled with it for so long. What's a teacher supposed to do when a student dreams something so brilliantly insane? But she chose the sky. And I thought, at least let her have one chance to fall.
Okay, so maybe a student had an idea and she encouraged her, but it...
Time for class.
They went too far and the student got...
Hold still. Memories take shape. Smile.
Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's move on to find the secret. Yeah, so now we can move through this space. Yeah, I've heard that Viewfinder is using a similar mechanic. I mean, I recently played Fatal Frame, a horror game, and it also has a lens where you can take these, you can find a picture of a time in the past and then you can recreate it to bring it into the present, which is kind of cool. Okay, so this is the moment. I'm guessing this is the experiment that she condoned?
Is that Sundamir? Are we back before the Star Wars Riseway was even built?
Most of the students who lost their synchronous status in those Force Sync trials decided to return home.
Okay, so someone was like, well, I'm gonna give it a last try. Even if I can't resonate with the Exostrider, I want to try something else.
She told me it wasn't that she'd lost the Exostrider. The Exostrider had lost her.
Yeah,
she said
Lucilla would be fine with Fatal Frame. She'd just be like...
transport method.
She would take on the Kasabi with 7 film only.
A way to bridge that sky and the Earth. This was the day she tested it. Her first crewed flight.
Then that wasn't a falling star. It was...
Yeah.
A spacecraft. Carrying the most brilliant student I've ever known.
Yeah, that's really sad. That's really sad.
Ania to Sundermere Lookout. Professor, can you hear me?
Yes.
The weather couldn't be more perfect today. Oh, and I just saw a super
that's why
huge
she
solar
loves the
skin.
big
I'll snap
solar
a
skin.
picture for you as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it must be extra difficult taking that call knowing
Professor?
what happens.
You don't sound like your usual self.
Having to relive the
Those
memory
investors giving you a hard time
of that
again?
last phone call.
No, it's not that. I haven't slept much lately. I'm a little tired. That's all.
Professor, do you trust us?
Hey,
remember that old Huanglong saying? Know the way at dawn and, something something at dusk? Ugh, it went right out of my head.
I can't remember it either.
That's okay. I'll look it up and tell you the second the experiment is over. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, reliving that memory would be difficult, wouldn't it? Because she relives it so vividly. Bless her. It wasn't her fault, though. I think that girl was determined and knew the risks and accepted them. I understand why it would feel like her responsibility, but I guess this is also why she's so protective of the students. She doesn't want that to happen ever again.
From the way it fell, void matter must have pierced the shielding mid-flight. But if we'd reinforced the coating...
Or maybe that isn't Lucilla. She looks quite different, doesn't she? Her eyes look different. Maybe that's a different character.
What kind of civilization do you think built the Exostrider? If they were that advanced, do you think they'd already defeated the Threnodians? Overcome the Lament?
Well, wouldn't Rover like to know? Wouldn't we like to know?
But before they reached the stars, they must have fallen too. Again and again.
Yeah, I guess that could be Amiya.
Go. Be our eyes. Walk with humanity.
But her eyes are beautiful. It's just funny, like, they've given her hair that looks incredibly like Lucilla, so if it's not Lucilla, that's a bit of a curious choice.
Please, give this to our teacher. Humanity's smallest step.
Yeah, I think they could have avoided a bit of confusion by giving her a different hair color, but you can see when you see her face up close that it's not Lucilla because she has different eyes. Okay.
This isn't good.
Oh, we lost her again.
Lucilla!
Yeah, guys, I don't know anything about the voice actors. I don't know more than you guys do. If it's official, maybe I'll know it. If not, I only found out today who's voicing Lucilla because you guys told me. Yeah, like, I'm sure everything will be clear when we get to the end of the story. We're still in the middle of it. There was a question. I'll try and answer it quickly. It's a big question. Someone said that they have a friend who wants to pursue voice acting but doesn't want to go through agency. Is there any way to do it? Short answer, yes, you can absolutely get work without an agent. I did. But the thing is, having an agent isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's not like if you have an agent, everything will be easy, and if you don't, you can't work. But the thing is, the agent has contacts. The agent is the person who can legitimize you in the eyes of clients, because they will have connections with the casting directors, with the studios, the developers, so they can get you seen for things that otherwise you probably won't get seen for, because those people, they don't have time to, like, it's too big a risk to just find some unknown person and be like, yeah, come and give it a shot. So if you think about it from the developer side, if they go through trusted agents, then they know that they will get people who are really qualified to do the job to consider, right? So a developer might ask an audio recording studio to ask certain agents, who have you got? And that means there are several vetting processes happening, right? So the audio recording studio will only go to certain agents that they trust, that they've worked with in the past, and they know they have good clients. And the agents will only go to those of their clients who are suitable for the project. So that means you get, you know, basically you narrow it down to people who are super suitable for the thing. And that just saves everyone time. And also the agent is there to protect you. It's not just that they have contacts, and it's not like you couldn't get work without your own, on your own. But the agent will negotiate contracts for you. And so if someone is, you know, trying to cheat you or offer you a bad deal, the agent will be like, hey, don't do that. They can often negotiate better than you can, because again, think about it, if you're the actor and you want the job, then you're in a pretty poor negotiation position, right? Because all you can do is like, well, I won't do it then. And they'll be like, great, we've got 100 other people who want to do it. So it can be quite tough to negotiate on your own. So if your friend doesn't want to have an agent, fair enough. It's not impossible, but then she needs to network and she needs to be careful and maybe ask advice from other voice actors that she knows, so that she doesn't sign contracts that ends up getting her, you know, shortchanged or have her voice exploited by AI, or, you know, some things like that. It's just trickier to navigate. The agent is there to work with you. So I'm personally quite pro agents. All right, let's continue. Okay. Let's see here. Also, guys, yeah, the reason I don't tend to guess at who's voicing things is because, again, I don't want to put any of my colleagues in an awkward position NDA-wise. You know, sometimes people hear a trailer and they can guess that it's someone's voice, but we can't deny or confirm that until it's official. So I don't want to put any of my colleagues on the spot by being like, I think that's, you know, unless it's, like, really obvious.
Lucilla, wait!
Yeah. No? Okay, so that was a fake out. So let's see what's over here. Oh, okay. Do we have a photo we can use? I mean, we don't have her ability, but I'm curious about... Is it like if we angle it, can we then run into the thing? Oh, we can run this way. I see. Okay. So it's a little labyrinthy puzzle
Lucilla,
here.
your emotions are affecting this domain. It's dangerous.
I see how this works.
Staying here is the real danger. Oh, we have to leave.
Right, okay. It's curious to see. Uh-huh. Yep.
Almost there. As long as we keep moving upward, we'll find the way out.
Yeah, like, look, some people have incredibly recognizable voices, and often those projects will also advertise with that person, right? No, that's not true. Jane is American. Jane is American. That's just not true. Have I finished the Cyberpunk Club story? Yes, I have.
So this is why you wouldn't tell me what your plan was. This way out you've been building for the Synchronists.
She's not, though.
It's just
That's like saying I'm German. I'm not.
Isn't it?
I don't know why you're speculating
I don't
about
want
that,
the new
but
Federation to lay their
isn't,
dirty
so
hands on
don't make
my
it weird.
students. But the more I think about it rationally, the more I realize I can't reject their offer. Because on what grounds can I propose a plan that might kill them?
Well, she didn't. She wasn't the one proposing the plan. That was that student's plan, wasn't it? She just said, okay. One second, guys.
I think I know why that girl trapped you here.
What?
You're terrified that your proposal will be their end. You're afraid because you know they'll support any plan you bring to the table. Because you're their teacher.
So I'm
Because
really
no
curious
one
if that
in this
component
world
was part
understands
of
them the way you do.
Emiya's, if that's from the rocket. Because we've seen that quite a few times.
Another lesson from my own student. Huh. See you later, Rover.
Okay, so let's walk towards this space very slowly. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, what's this? So that is the same component, isn't it?
I hope humanity can soar even higher.
Yeah, so it is the component that these students were also working on, because it looked the same. Okay, interesting. Interesting.
I hope humanity can venture even farther.
Okay, I'm curious to see where this goes. It's interesting that she makes it into a block because it's her mindscape, so she can make it anything.
I hope humanity can weather any storm.
And it's okay, so it's all the students she's thinking back of, all the ones, the failed synchronists, the synchronists who went through that experiment and lost the ability to synchronize. She's like taking all the memories and the work that they did. And I think she's going to use that, which is interesting.
Professor, what's your dream?
Yeah, I wonder if this girl is that student who she lost, since we're getting so much time with her.
My dream? My dream is simply to see all of yours come true.
Oh, it's nice. It's building blocks. Lahai Roy, building blocks. See what I mean?
See you later, Professor.
I know it's a bit on the nose, but I like the idea that, again, it's building the foundation for these current and future students
Let's go.
Do something
Together
new
this time.
Yeah. Is this like an upgraded version of that? The high Roy blocks. Oh, are we fighting it? Is this a TD we're fighting? Okay. In a shadow.
Take shape.
Okay. But I like this. I like how, you know, she's using the efforts and memory of all the students that came before.
All that I have.
That feels very in line, again, with this Lahai Roy theme of hope and building on what came before, working together. So that feels very on theme.
Professor, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, Lucilla's blocking the
Loud
roof,
and
sheltering
clear.
the dream. I like that.
The weather couldn't be more perfect today. Oh, and I just saw a super huge Solaskin.
Yeah. So she's reliving that call
I
again.
see it too. You're right.
But this time she
It's
can
absolutely
respond
huge.
more positively.
Great. I thought you weren't gonna believe me.
She's rewriting the memory,
Right. I'll see you soon.
which is interesting because that's how memories work. Every time we recall it, we are actually changing it a slight bit, even if we're not trying to.
See you soon.
I think that's what science says. We can't accurately recall memories. They will always be a little biased or changed or altered in our memory. And I think it's interesting if that applies to Lucilla too, like she can literally change the memory So where before she hesitated and she was sad because she knew what was coming, now she could respond with happiness. Yeah. Nice. Okay, touch the Solaskin. Hi, big Solaskin. Because again, like the Solaskin, it was about believing in the student, right? Believing that there was a giant Solaskin, but also believing that she could accomplish. Ooh, aspect ratio change.
Was that girl another one of your students?
She is every memory I have of this academy. She is every one of my students.
We've come all this way, and I still don't know what your plan actually is.
That's okay. Everyone's about to find out.
Yeah, the elevator looks like a film tape. Yeah, the visuals are great in this.
That was an excited yawn, Rover.
I love how they're using all these like film visuals really well. I think that girl, it's likely she's a Mia. Yeah. Oh, do you hear the heartbeat?
Rover,
There's a faint heartbeat.
where are you and Lucilla?
I don't know if you guys can hear it as well.
Have all taken their seats.
Oh, are we Lucilla? It's her heartbeat?
Can we
Her heart's
really
racing?
trust this plan of hers? Anyway, I'm leaving the speech to you.
Yeah, she is a representation of the students. Now you got this, Lucilla.
Then
Don't
we'll
panic.
face it together.
We got this.
See you later, Professor.
Yeah. If you're in focus mode, I don't want to see that 3-hour warning. Okay? I know what I'm doing. I'm locked in. You got this, Lucilla. You got this. It's probably a legal requirement, yes. Okay, I can't wait to see how she just absolutely smashes this. You've got this.
President Lucilla, I am Cameron, Permanent Secretary of the Space Trek Collective Board. By appointment of the board, and on behalf of the Investors Conference, I hereby convene this second special inquiry concerning the synchronous program of Star Torch Academy.
Okay.
Pursuant to Article 12 of the Space Trek Collective Charter,
we're getting
President
some
Lucilla,
charters?
you may now raise any procedural objections regarding the
I've trained for this.
attendees, the agenda, or the draft of this session.
Okay.
I would like to know the national composition of this review panel, Miss Cameron.
Good question. Good question.
This panel consists of 10 members, all from the new Federation.
Okay.
5 serve
So
as special
completely unbiased.
representatives, and of the remaining 4 permanent board members, 2 have abstained and delegated their voting rights to the Federation.
Yeah, I'm sure it's all by the book, but at least now we know that it's all new Fed members.
Additionally, we have Mr. Alto, attending as independent auditor on behalf of the Black Shores.
Very good.
Then, Ms. Cameron, I believe the current composition of this panel fails to comply with charter regulations governing review committees.
Yeah. It does seem a bit biased.
According to the regulations, any participant authorized by a board member shall be deemed to hold the same nationality as
they did this
that
legally?
member.
Lawful
The
legal?
panel's composition is perfectly valid.
So because they replaced members from different
Pardon the
countries,
interruption.
they count as members
If
from
that's
different
the
countries.
case, then Rover, currently a student at Rebel College, can also be considered a panelist appointed by the Black Shores.
Oh, very nice.
Here's the paperwork.
Love that.
Welcome, Rover.
Okay, cool. So we're on the panel now.
I have no further questions, Ms. Cameron.
Yeah, this lady's definitely
Then,
sus.
per the agenda, I will now relay the investors' resolution, following our previous inquiry.
However, though, if there are 10
Given that the loss
did they
of
have
the
10 members or did they have
constitutes
7?
a de facto failure of the program, our immediate priority is to establish a compensation plan for the affected assets and students.
Yeah.
Furthermore, the board directs that the synchronous program must be terminated immediately, or at minimum suspended.
Yeah, they really don't like this. I'm curious about if she's from New Federation, why doesn't
My
she
stance
have an
remains
American accent?
unchanged, Ms. Cameron. I intend to continue the program.
We require a justification.
I mean, it's interesting if she is Lucilla's mother, because then they don't have the same accent, which isn't impossible, but it's just unusual. Hydrate or Lucilla loses her debate? Okay.
Panelists, this is a theoretical prototype for a shield designed to counter retroact rain, created by one of our synchronists. This prototype significantly accelerated the development of Jinzhou's own defenses.
Okay, referring back
It
to
saved
the
countless
OG
lives during
develop.
the war against the Threnodian Overthrax.
Mate, if she calls like Matafi on the like fucking
And
stand,
yet,
I would
the material
I would laugh.
used in this prototype was originally nothing more than discarded scrap from one of the engineering department's experiments. It was only because its designer was a synchronist, educated in engineering, void matter, and even meteorology, that this material
Yeah, I think they have
found
10
a
new
second
Fed
life.
members. I think that's what they were saying. But again,
You
depending on
seem
the
to be
board rules,
arguing
right?
for the
They need a certain
superiority of
majority,
general
but
education for the synchronists.
it might be the twos enough to
President
skew it.
Lucilla. However, general education isn't even included in the program's white paper.
I love
fail
that
to
this
see
is
a
a
link
legal
between
babble,
that and
guys.
advancing the synchronous program.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I also don't have the same accent as my parents, so.
The shield is an impressive surprise, but given the cost of gambling on such a slim probability, the cost effectiveness is simply too low.
Ms. Cameron, panelists, how exactly are we meant to measure the cost effectiveness of failure? As you can see, this shattered component comes from a failed experiment. One that was not even recorded in the Collective's official gazette. A synchronist gave her life as the price for validating her theory. 15 months later, this very component became the final piece for the construction
okay,
of the Star
nice.
Ward Riseway, the bridge between Lahaiwoi's Earth and the sky. Humanity does not always
thank
set
you,
out for the
Tunescore.
sake of victory, Ms. Cameron. Our synchronists know from the day they enroll. No one knows when the Exostrider will awaken, and the odds that they'll be the one to pilot it are slim.
That makes sense. A lot of people don't have the same accent, but it's just an interesting choice in this story.
Yet they come anyway. They march toward likely failure from the very start. So I ask you, can you truly say that such failure has no value? And how can we call that a failure of the Synchronists, when the Exostrider was the one who banished LF1 from our world?
Yeah.
Secretary Cameron, the Black Shores representative requests the floor.
All right, Alto.
Proceed.
Can't wait to see what he says.
On the subject of unforeseen benefits from the program, we find ourselves in agreement with President Lucilla.
Okay. Black Shores
This
in
is
support.
a set of disclosable data we've just compiled. Significant proportion of current Black Shore members came from Star Torch Academy.
Okay.
These Bloom Bearers demonstrate exceptional capability, talent, and resolve, traits most prominent among the Synchronists. Furthermore, the Synchronists serve as role models for other students. I believe Rover is better suited to speak
okay,
on
let's
that.
let's not mess this up. Well, they're both. They're both.
The Synchronous program is a search for a way out for our civilization. When we believed the Exostrider was the only route, then those fit to pilot it were the Synchronists. Now that the Exostrider is no longer a viable option, the ones fit to search for a new way out are still our Synchronists.
Yes, which is why I must disagree with evaluating the Synchronous program purely in terms of cost effectiveness. I urge investors to reconsider the criteria used to measure its value.
Okay. Again, that's the thing, right? It's about changing the measure of, well, what is value, right? What value are they looking for? Because obviously this is something that can't really be, you can't measure it in terms of money, right? What's the value? But I like that we see how much it's affecting her, right? And that she's nervous because it's not.
Let them see your potential.
For her. It's for
Let them
everyone,
see
right?
your value.
But she's
that is not
She's been up for 72 hours on spicy
President
coffee.
Lucilla, following the review panel's deliberation, we fully recognize the potential value of the Synchronists as an independent academic division, as well as their role model effect. However, as Rover stated, only those fit to shoulder the burden of finding a new way out deserve the title Synchronist. Therefore, we propose a compromise. Rebel College will be preserved, but all future training must be subject to the guidance and review of this panel.
So they will determine the
Let's both take a
program.
step back.
Oh,
shall
yeah,
we?
okay. So we know that she's
President
the one who was
Lucilla.
trying to pressure her. I'm gonna assume she says no.
The final fight, Lucilla.
I think she's gonna say no.
Take a deep breath. Keep your composure. And
Yeah, I think no matter what you said, they would find a way to spin it, right? Because that's how negotiations work.
everything you regret.
Okay, so this is Lucilla.
Everything that brings you joy. Everything you have lost.
Yeah, defense didn't brief her over.
Everything you have witnessed.
Look, witnesses are always unreliable.
The answer you chase.
Yeah, the blocks, the building blocks from all the different
treasure
students.
you give everything to protect. No, that won't be necessary, Secretary Cameron.
Yeah, she was supposed to play along with that, but she's
The
not going to.
Synchronists of today, they remain the closest thing this world has to a way out.
You think she's
for our
voiced by,
civilization.
Rachel
After
Atkins?
our confrontation
Maybe?
with Aleph 1, we recovered this audio recording from the
Oh,
interstellar probe
this reference.
Watcher.
It's nothing more than static.
Even so, it is the only legacy the pioneers of Solaris have left us. We are not alone, Secretary Cameron. Just as our ancestors took shelter in caves, just as Star Torch Academy was built in Lahairoi, just as humanity itself endures on Solaris. A brave soul took the first step to claim that future.
I fail to see what this has to do with the Synchronists.
Using Rebel College research, we can build vehicles driven entirely by augmented resonance. That means complete immunity to frequency interference. And the training our synchronists undergo makes them the perfect pilots for these vessels.
That's a good point.
But the Strider Gate has been sealed. Not to mention, whatever lies beyond can hardly be called a route.
Who said civilization's route to the future has to go down?
We going to the stars?
The stars.
President Lucilla, I'm sure you know, any instrument that nears the etheric sea.
I am well aware of that. However, by relying on augmented resonance effects, the Academy can overcome that barrier.
And if it
That'll
fails,
be a game changer.
the cockpit becomes a coffin. Is that a chance you're willing to take?
That's a chance all the resonators are willing to take, clearly. Not resonators, synchronists. I mean, that's literally what they trained for. They were clearly prepared to give their lives for this.
This is our decision. If the answer lies beyond death, then that's where we go. Just wait and see. My brightest students will pierce the sky for all to see.
Okay. Good speech, Lucilla. But yeah, again, like, this is the thing, right? They have trained to do something that is incredibly risky. They know the risks. But it also means that there's great potential.
The car will be here soon. I could take it from here.
For trying things that most people would be
Thanks for
unwilling
everything,
to
Alto.
risk. And they can really make these breakthroughs.
You!
Oh yeah, that was all one long day, wasn't it?
The kind you don't forget, though. Rover.
Yeah.
Can you pass a message to the president for me? After a speech like that, the outcome doesn't matter half as much.
Yeah, these segues are great.
Chillax.
Chillax.
Everything's gonna be all right. Well, catch you at the Black Shores, my friend.
Yeah.
I'd like to go back to the Black Shores. I feel like we will be going to space. Okay. Use the Velo conduit. Okay. Fine.
Lenses convert the reactor drive's light into storable energy.
I can give you a ride.
You're Team Cameron?
Just in case of an emergency.
Grab the back seat, the bumper, the
Look, this is the
buzzer,
thing.
whatever, just
They both
don't
have good
touch
arguments.
my signature.
But I guess it's like, do you agree that the synchronous program has no value? I think that's too strict. Whether you think it's okay for them to sacrifice themselves, you could argue like they're too young to make that call, they shouldn't have to. On the other hand, I also like with the student who died, like they accepted that risk and they did make a technological breakthrough, right? I think throughout history in our world as well, there are lots of people who are willing to do something scientifically that is quite risky, and they accept the cost of the learning that could come from it. Again, not saying let's just throw kids at space, but I also think there's merit in saying, well, surely it's their choice as well. Is that what they want to do? Okay, Hiyuki's here.
She is
Yeah,
not
it's measured
here.
risks. I agree.
She is likely still at the review hall.
Thank you. I'll look
What's
for her there.
Hiyuki doing?
I'm sorry.
What for?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's objectively
If
wrong.
I had been
it's
more
nuanced.
helpful, perhaps the outcome would have been more satisfying.
This was her battle.
Yeah.
You and I have already done our best.
We did our
for her.
best.
Go check on her.
But I like that we're getting to see a lot of the Lahai characters, you know, just, even if it's just briefly. Go find Lucilla. The guy who developed the procedure we use for heart attacks tested it out on himself to prove his theory? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if Hiyuki could have done much, to be honest. Not to say that she's not competent, but I think she has a different skill set, right? I think she did a lot. You know, everyone contributed. Everyone helped. In the way that they were best suited to. Okay. Is Shinohara accustomed to appear suddenly? Yeah. Oh, she's taking a nap finally? Oh, she earned it. It's good to see her rest. It is Woo time. Hi, Zerinka. Thank you for joining. It's good that she can finally sleep a bit. The Executive Committee still considers the Synchronous program to be extraordinarily costly, high-risk, and fraught with inestimable difficulties. Investing our technical talent into this program could incur incalculable losses for the Space Trek Collective or even humanity itself. Yet we must also admit that the Synchronous program has shown us another possibility, a way out, the very thing we have been chasing. Therefore, the Executive Committee of the Space Trek Collective has determined that we will, once again, challenge the sky. All right. Whew. Okay. Can we speak with... I mean, I kind of don't want to wake Lucilla, but... I think we should let her rest. I know we can sit down with her, which is kind of cute, but I think we should let her have a nap. We can't. Right, okay. Let's go out and see if there's a bit of an after quest here. Conversion is successful. She deserved the rest after that, yeah. Okay, head to Lucilla's office, yes, which is... Yes. There's an after story, yeah. Let's go and find her office. Chat to her.
We're all rooting for rebellion.
Yeah, and people were saying that we're rooting for the Synchronists. Wait, we also have a Waves line. Let me just check that it's not like... If it's quest related. Pierce. I think this is a side quest. I think this is a side quest. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is not to do with the story. It's one of the area quests. Okay. All right. He's typing fast. Ooh. I'm gonna come back to his little story there. Yeah, Pierce is oof, he's got a lot to say. We'll do that later. Let's chat to Lucilla first. That's what we're here for. Oh, Camarel, hi.
The illustrious rover. Jinzhou, Raguna, Septimont, and now Lahai Roi. Why, of all times, do you
I could see
choose
this
to
being,
remain behind the curtain?
I don't know, but this could definitely be Rachel, Leviathan's VA. I trust
She
Lucilla.
understands what her students need better than I ever could.
She's let that childish idealism cloud her judgment. Since Solaris was first trapped beneath the etheric sea, we've seen hundreds of attempts, hundreds of failures. But the reality is we can't even bring their bodies home.
Sounds like
Chooses
someone's
to
given up
indulge her
hope.
students' whims? Fine. then she's bound to them. One more casualty, and the investors will lose their patience with the program and hold her accountable.
I think she's just very risk-averse, isn't she?
Sacrificing our finest young minds to suicidal experiments. That's not just a failure. It's a disgrace to our species itself. Useless. All of it.
I am not useless.
Oh. Forget I said that. Just an old woman's rambling. Don't read too much into it. Give Lucilla a message. Kristen autographed a premier memento for her.
Yeah,
If
they
she
could be
wants it,
related.
she'll need to return to the new Fed and claim it herself.
And
I mean,
you're
okay, so, yeah, I
Lucilla's-
guess she is her mother then. She's the one in the picture.
Failed teacher.
Oh, teacher. Okay.
Nothing more.
That makes more sense, given that they don't look particularly alike. So, but I'm guessing she was the person we saw in the picture, just the younger one. Oh, this is the picture of us. Let's see what that looks like. What's the picture Lucilla took? I want to see it. Okay, it's just a little bit of an awkward picture. Fine. Was that the end of it? Let's see here. I think it might have been. That was the after story, wasn't it? Okay. The photogenic rover. Yeah.
Doesn't look too happy today. Maybe we should
Okay.
come back another time, Professor?
I like that. There's another? There's still another one? Okay. Is it one of those where we have to rest, like, past time a bit? Do we need to, after 6 a.m.? Okay. 6 a.m. Okay, thank you. Let's go to tomorrow, 6 a.m. Yeah. Honestly, it's always good writing when we can debate, you know, who's right, who's wrong, how do we feel. Let's see. Hey, Lucilla. Oh, unvoiced. I never know why these bits aren't... Oh. Okay, she says, I'll have my team establish a dedicated database for the data transfer immediately. Yes, let's keep in touch. Oh, hello, Aurora. Good morning. Any good news to share? Well, let's unwrap the gifts one by one, shall we? First, Lalo Logistics has agreed to fully sponsor the construction of our new research bases and testing platforms, for nothing in return. I always knew they were a company with a strong sense of responsibility. Besides, the Black Shores has granted us partial access to the data in the Tethys system. We'll finally be able to build dynamic prediction models using monitoring data of the etheric sea from across Solaris. Therefore, the safety of our flight experiments will be further guaranteed. And just moments ago, all members of the Space Track Collective, Huanglong and the New Federation included, lifted their restrictions. We're sharing every recorded attempt at breaching the etheric sea. Data, funding, technology, and talent. We have everything we need. Now we just have to let time work its magic. To pull this off in such a short time, you've truly impressed me. Me? No, that's not it. All these resources, this trust, they were given to my students. I simply finally found the courage to make the world listen to their voices. Ah. Okay, that's cute. That's very cute. That's kind of that feels like a pretty good outcome, you know? Again, it feels like there's hope. And that's pretty much, I think, the key word of Woowa for me, right? Like, hope. That pic on the monitor, isn't that like a Shorekeeper liberation? What, this? What monitor are you looking on? Those circles. Oh, this. Oh, it might be. I don't know. Look at Rover standing on the chair as always. Which one do you mean? Yeah, this one? Yeah, it could be. Astral modulation. I like how she says that. I don't have Shorekeeper as a unit, so I don't know, man. But yeah, I like how she says it.
Astral modulation.
A+ story. Yeah. Do you know what? I really like that as a closing chapter of the Lahai Roy saga. That was really nice. Again, I think it also kind of closes this, I suppose, like, question of, well, what now about the Synchronists, right? If the Exostrider isn't there, what are they going to do? Yeah, and I think it also kind of wraps up the Star Torch Academy politics that Lucilla kind of introduced us to quite early on. I don't know any other Shorekeeper lines, so I can't say any other lines, but
Ordain.
I do like her accent. I think the thing is she's using a similar accent. Stephanie's using a similar accent that I'm using for Cartethyia. Chappy Aussie, hi! You wanted to pop in and say hello to everyone. Sadly can't watch the stream due to spoilers. Of course, stay spoiler free. We just ended the story, so you're spoiler free now. Yeah. Astral modulation is the only line I have in my head, so I remember how she says that. I like this. I thought this was really good. This was really enjoyable.
Synchronist!
I know that she has an EP as well. Should we listen to that? Should we let me see here. Let's see if I can find that. I think I have it. Yeah, I've got Lucilla's EP here. Let's get that up. Let's check that out. Grab that autograph? Wait, can we actually get an autograph? Is that a real thing? Can we get an autograph for Lucilla? Okay, let's do her EP, yeah. Okay. So this should be her song, Oath from the Heart. Is that what it's called? Oh, Replay. She just has one song, right? She just has the one called Replay? All right. Let's try it. Let's listen to it. I haven't heard the song at all. So. Okay, let's watch some cinema. Oh, it's gotten dark behind me because I didn't turn on my lights. Camera's holding up well. Okay, so we're back in this like 2D animation style. Chaotic Enjoyer, we'll do that next after this. Okay.
The shapes and colors change us. Lights and music guide you. Reality may fade.
Ooh, okay. It's a different vibe.
Quiet when the scene is starting. Begin again, it's all the same. That's my fate. What cannot change?
Ooh, okay. Like this song goes where I'm not expecting.
Stop and rewind to find our favorite scenes. Ignoring in betweens. I will bear the parts that no one has the heart for. Nothing's ever lost when you replay the happy ending.
Okay. Face Leader, thank you for raiding. We're checking out Lucilla's EP.
Stop pretending. All the credits rolling. Dreams of God.
So yeah, this is not Lucilla. This is her student, I think. This is Zamia. Yeah.
I can't forget and change the ending.
Yeah, I can change the ending. Very thematically appropriate, right? Yeah, welcome in, Raiders. We just finished Lucilla's story, but we're just gonna check out her EP, and then we'll look at the new characters.
One more proscenium line save us. This will never make us.
You come from being a Cyberpan over a Wu fan? Yes, Ronan! Yes, Ronan. Again, what a lovely note to end on. As in, like, end the Lahai Roy arc for now, right?
Still another same place. Make your happiness stay. How
I like the chord progression here.
keep me safe? Stop, it doesn't matter.
it kind of goes unexpected ways. I feel like it's again, maybe some music people are on the line here, but feels like it's jumping between minor and major, which I think is quite interesting and thematically appropriate. Like, it's surprising how the song progresses melodically. Okay. We're gonna have to listen to this again. Yeah, it sounds dissonant at times. I noted that, and I think it's probably intentional. I think dissonance can be a really interesting effect in a song. Okay, that was the end of the song. Let me restart that straight away. I'll put it a little louder. Just want to listen to that again. Because, like, thematically, I think it's super appropriate. It fits what we just had really well. But, like, melodically, it's really interesting because it keeps doing things that I'm like, oh, that's not what I expected. So, like, that's unexpected. And, like, that key change is like, oh. So that's, like, what you expect. It's that, like, shift. Huh. Yeah, it's interesting. Put on my biodynamics and listen. It's not even just that she jumps. Like, that is a key change again. It's like parts of it are kind of following a logical progression, and then you're like, yeah, I can't wait to hear Marcus Thorn. Because, like, that was going up and then... So we have these, like, ascending and descending passages. Yeah, it's just interesting. Because I think a lot of the times the Kuro songs, in a good way, are kind of like they follow a progression. You're like, I see that. That makes sense, right? But this is an interesting one. So, like, this is kind of what that checks out. That feels straightforward. But the it key changes, right? So that's, again, what you expect. And I'm wondering if she's going to do a key change. That's not a bigger one as previously. Yeah, so here we got a little bridge moment. And it goes down. So that was like going a few steps down. She's still going down. Key change again. I should do a song cover? I can't cover all the songs, man. Yeah, I like I think it suits her. The key change is like cutting out bits and pieces to make it a side composition, like what Lucilla does with the forte. Yeah. So this keeps going up. So, like, it has these, like, going up and going down. Yeah, I like it. I like it. It's a fun song. It's a bit more challenging than the usual EP. I like it. Yeah, interesting. Okay. That was great. I love how they're doing this, like, character EP thing for every character. I think that's really cool because even though, you know, it's optional content, it's very nice. I think it's just another bit of material that tells us something about the character, thematically or, you know, emotionally or what they're going through. It's the same singer as Augusta's EP? Oh, okay. That's cool. Wouldn't have guessed that. Amazing. I love that. Okay. I wanted to, because you're all asking, let's look at the new 3.5 roster because everyone's asking. Let's do that. And guys, remember, so this is a fairly short clip, right? If you've seen it, it's like a minute and a half. That's the only bit of content I'm going to talk about in relation to this, okay? Because this is the only official information we have as far as I know. So please, if you think you know more details about the characters, please keep it to yourself. Keep it spoiler-free. Keep it NDA-friendly. We're just going to talk about this one video. But because it's not very long, I'm going to play it through once and just be like, wow, 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 wow. And then we'll stop it and go through it slowly, and I will yap about how much I love each and every character. So let's just watch it first. And, you know, once and for all, just to be dazzled, and then we'll go back and break that down. I've only seen this on my phone, so like... Okay, so new location, already, yes. Mechanical bird, cool.
Hum and span. Mechanic birds roam the land.
Mechanic birds. And like...
Wind breaths.
Our favorite girl, Yang Yang. So tell me, guys, what does the other name here mean? Is that a title? Is that a second name?
Unfolds. Dawn of
this character
near.
looks super cool too, right? Mingtang. So she's from Mingtang. Yeah.
Locked
like
in the
all
past,
these designs.
The prisoner lingers long.
The prisoner locked in the past. Like, I'm intrigued by all of these intros. It means dark feather. Oh, cool.
Into elusive depths.
All right, we've got a male character, guys. Male wanters. Into elusive depths, the loner treads on. Okay. Elusive depths. Now, this one is my favorite, guys.
Celestial sword guards the
Celestial sword guards the clouded past. Yeah. And everyone's favorite sentinel.
Clear moonlight drapes the lonely keep.
Clear moonlight drapes the lonely keep. I'm so intrigued. I love how they're giving nothing away.
Where
Tell me nothing.
One may wonder. Oh, it shall reveal itself to the one fated.
The one's fated visitor. Would that be Rover? Would that be Rover? Okay, okay. It really loves giving me like focus music. Okay, we'll watch this again, and I'll pause. Okay, so new area. I think. Are we collectively assuming this is Nangzhou? I mean, it looks cool. I like how it looks like what we've seen of Jinzhou, but different. I like that there is consistency in like the design. You could be like, yeah, this seems like it would be in the same part of the world, but it's a different city. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited to go there. I am really excited that we're going back to, I know it's not that we're going back to 1.x, but we're sort of revisiting the first area, or like adjacent to the first area. I'm assuming that the map will expand and we will travel in there from Jinzhou is what I'm assuming. Maybe not, but we'll see. But I like that we're kind of going back thematically to something that is closer to where the game started, and we will be revisiting certain characters like Yang Yang. I think that is really cool. You don't think it's Mengzhou proper? Okay. It could be Mingting as well. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. I mean, we will see. It's certainly, let's say, it is probably a place in Huanglong. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Yeah, and it could be a floating city. You're right, guys. It does look like it's floating here on top of like some mountain peaks. So yeah. And the steampunk-esque vibes are very cool too. Like the mechanical bird. Let's see here. On the abyss. Xuanfang Hold stands. Okay, so my Wuwa lore experts, do we know where this area is? Like, have we canonically discussed this area before? Do we know where that is in Huanglong? Or is this just a new area we've never heard of? Again, I love this mechanical bird. I think that's really cool. It is, yeah, it's in Huanglong, but do we know where it is? Like, do we know if that is... Yeah. Right. Okay, so
engines
like...
within
Engines with hum and span. Like, I love the mechanical bird. I kind of feel like this to me is visually like an even nicer version of the Exoswarm, because I didn't mind the Exoswarm, but for me personally, Lahairoi isn't my favorite aesthetic. I actually quite prefer this. And so I think this is a really, yeah, I like that this feels more, yeah, steampunky a little bit. I quite like that. Okay.
Birds roam the land.
Mechanic birds roam the land. And then we've got Yang Yang. Wind breaths send the lark's song far. So we've got upgraded Yang Yang here. I like that it's still consistent with the design that we've seen before, but she's upgraded, right? She's got these beautiful birds in her hair. She's got some ribbons. She's got these like her sort of feather hair, which was always a very cool design, is like even clearer here, and we've got some blue in her. Her outfit is obviously as detailed and beautiful as the outfits we see now, and she's got this bird with her as well. I'm wondering if that, I don't know if that will be part of her animations, but I quite like it. I think this is a really stunning outfit, and I'm really glad that we get to see a return to a character that we have met right at the beginning. That is sort of everyone's first entry point. She is the poster girl for a reason. It's really exciting to go back. And again, maybe if you've played a lot of gacha games, maybe for you, you know, like, oh, how would they reintroduce a character like this and sort of explain what has happened and how they've gotten this glow up. But regardless, it's... Hi, Zai. Thank you. Welcome in. I think it's just cool. And like, however they do it, whether it's like, you know, some cool alternate universe version of her, or whether it's just, yeah, while you were gone, Rover, for 2 years, I was like training and getting serious. Or maybe she was like, I was always this powerful. I was just like pretending not to be, whatever it is. I'm excited to see how they do it. And I love how it, the keyword today here is potential, right? I love the potential that leaves for us to get more 4-star resonators coming back as upgraded 5-star versions. And I guess that could also maybe, no, this is maybe copium, but like maybe that's also why we haven't seen the return of a lot of 1.x characters. Maybe there's going to be like upgraded versions. I don't know how that works, but it's cool. I like it. This is a great step. I'm really happy to see more characters come back. So yeah, we wonder if Yang Yang's going to clean her reputation. Well, we'll see. I mean, is she the Grand Architect? Probably not, but let's see. Okay. But yeah, she looks great. And I like, okay, so yeah, I like that she's, as we expected, affiliated with Jinzhou. But I think her design is great. I think she's beautiful. I'm glad to see her back. I am excited to hear more of Rebecca Yao. And then this girl has me in a chokehold as well. Like,
Fan unfolds.
Dawn of truth draws near. Like, look at her face. I think it's so interesting because we've had a few blonde characters here, but this sort of, I'm glad to see more eye makeup getting back in the game on these female characters. It kind of reminds me of the style of makeup that Rover's wearing, female Rover's wearing, and I'm intrigued. I just think it looks like this will be, obviously this is just 2D and her 3D model will be different, but yeah, I'm excited to see how that looks. I already imagine I'm going to find her incredibly pretty. I like her sort of half updo, half down. And again, all the detailing in like her hairpiece, her clothes, like look at this. She's gorgeous. And again, you know, she's also got some bird themes, I think, going on here. It looks a bit like feathering. Yeah, but I think these models are super detailed and beautiful. She's Mingting. So I'm wondering if we will either get to go to some of these places in upcoming content, or if we'll just meet more characters from there, and that's how we'll gradually make our way there. But yeah, she looks super cool. I'm absolutely hoping that some of these characters are going to be like supports, because I need more support. So I hope that these will fit in with characters I have, or that I was going to pull anyway. She looks amazing. So I would be really, really happy if she ends up being something that works for characters I have. Please, let's leave it at that for now, because we don't have any official confirmation. We'll get details in due time, I'm sure. But yeah, I love this character and I would love to pull it. Dawn of Truth draws near. Again, mysterious. Tells me nothing. I like it. This, I think, is promo done right? We get to see these beautiful characters. We don't really know what any of this means, but it's intriguing. I love it. A+. Okay, and then this is kind of different. Let me just go back there for a second. So we've got We've got some red colors now. I'm not saying red always means Fraxidus, but I mean, red also means Fraxidus. Anyway, we don't know, but we've got Danjin. She's not Fraxidus as far as we know. But like, again, we've got something here that looks a bit suspicious. And then this intriguing line here, locked in the past. The prisoner lingers long. I mean, and she's from Mengzhou, so I'm intrigued. Why is she a prisoner? Who is she a prisoner of? You know, what's happened here? She looks like she can hold her own. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to find out about this. You know, she's got some colors that at this point in the game most players will find incredibly sus. Let's not judge. We don't know her story, but I'm just saying, I'm intrigued. I can't wait to find out, what does this mean? How is she locked in the past? You know, is she metaphorically lost in the past, or is she literally locked in the past? It's Wuthering Waves. Anything could happen. But yeah, I'm intrigued. She looks great, like the others. And she looks like she's got an attitude. Now this is also very cool. Elusive depths. Like, so we've got a new male resonator here, which again is cool. I love that. I think we can see his eyes here when he opens. Yeah. So he kind of has eyes that are similar to Rover's a little bit, in that you've got one gold and one blue, but he also has a tacit mark across the eye, which is different to characters who have a tacit mark in their eye. So again, I'm intrigued if this, you know, the location of the tacit mark has something to do with his forte. So again, I'm wondering if the special eye is something to do with his ability. Again, this elusive depth, does that mean that he can see through illusions, or like, is it giving him some kind of second sight, hidden sight? We've also got these moon symbols behind him. And guys, okay, I don't want to come up with wacky theories here, but the fact that he's got this sort of lantern that illuminates, and we've got moon stuff here, we've got one eye that's different, and elusive depths. In tarot, the moon is all about illusion, right? So I'm just saying, I think there'll be some really interesting lore and mechanics around this guy in particular, and I am very intrigued to find out what it is.
To elusive depths. Alone.
Also, elusive depth makes me think of elusive realm. But yeah, like this guy, I want to know what he's about. I have no idea, but I want to know. I'm intrigued, and I feel like whatever his ability is, whatever his forte is, it's going to be cool. And I feel like this lantern, or whatever we want to call it, I think is like the thing that can guide him through these spaces or somnoirs or wherever he goes. Yeah, he looks like someone who wanders between dimensions. Like, whatever he does, it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. He looks like a grave robber. Yeah, look, he could be sus, but I think his lore is going to be interesting. Right. But yeah, and again, you know, yay, male wanters. I know it's just the one character, but hey. But he's from Mengzhou, and like, interestingly, if we notice, she was from Mengzhou as well, but like, Mingting and, of course, Jinzhou have a similar symbol, right? Which looks like Jue. And we know that Jue is just one sentinel, right? And they all, I believe, have one. So it's interesting that they look kind of the same, but then this is a different long hair, right? Like, this is a different, and this is kind of like the fox, isn't it? This is like the next character. Yeah, I thought of the Somnoir as well. This character I'm pretty...
Celestial sword guards the cloud.
I mean, she was always, if you know anything about the characters I like, she was always going to be my favorite. And it's simply because of the color scheme here. I really, really like blue, purple, and white coloring in character designs, so I lucked out with Cartethyia. It's not bias, it's just genuinely my preferred colors in characters, and I think this is really beautiful. I love her little cloud horns or whatever's happening here. I love her hair color. I love the fact that, I don't know why, I just like the sword users. It's always the sword users, but I love her design. I think she looks very cool. Very graceful. I have no idea, you know, knowing Kuro, she'll probably be like fusion, but, you know, I'm intrigued to see what she is. She looks really cool. Yeah, I like all this. And of course, how could we forget this character?
Clear moonlight drapes the lonely keep.
Like, I mean, look at the sentinel icon, and then look at her. I'm just saying, there's a link here, right? Clear moonlight drapes the lonely keep. She doesn't look like a character who'd be lonely, but we don't know her story. She looks cool, though. I like the sort of fox design we've got going on. She looks amazing. I'm really intrigued to see what she is going to be. Yeah, I just think all of these designs are amazing. I love the attitude she's giving here. She looks like she'll bite in a good way. Her ears are taller than Carlotta. Yeah, actually, facts. But yeah, she looks really, really cool. She looks really cool. I mean, all of these designs are amazing. And then this again, where it lies, one may wonder.
Oh, it shall
reveal itself
to the one.
The one fated visitor. I mean, that's gonna be Rosa, right? Rosa will be the one fated visitor. Yeah. Okay. So I think what's interesting is we get Yang Yang. Like, if this is the order, I don't know if it is, but if this is the order of release, which it could be, this could be the order we'll get them in as banners, right? It would make sense to start with Yang Yang. I could see that. And like, she's the Jinjo character, so she's the character we know, and maybe through her we will go to these other places. But it's interesting that we get her, then we get one character from Mingting, which is her, right? She's from Mingting. Then we get two,
gods, clouds,
3, 4 characters from Mengzhou. So I just have to assume that we're going to go there just because we're getting 4 characters from there. So again, I don't know, but it could be that we meet up with Yang Yang again. Maybe we do go to Jinzhou briefly to meet up with her, and then maybe we also meet this character from Mingting. Because we've seen other characters, you know, Changli, I believe, came from there. Cantarella has been there. Jian has been there, is from there. So we've had sort of interactions with characters from Mingting before. But I wonder if we won't be going here since we're getting 4 characters from there. Again, I don't know. But yeah, it would make sense to me that this is the order we're going to get them in. Because again, having Yang Yang be the first character we come back to makes perfect sense thematically. But yeah, we will see. I don't know anything other than you guys, but I am pretty hyped. If I had to like make predictions now on who I'll pull, it'll always depend on things like, once I've played the story, how do I feel about the character? Sometimes I really get won over by a character that maybe at first glance wasn't my favorite design-wise, but I really like their personality or their gameplay. But I think if I had to be limited with my pulls, which knowing my luck, I will be, I think my 2 top ones are this girl, and I'm hoping I don't know if she's going to be Spectro based off her colors, but I hope she fits into some team I have. But this girl, I really like the look of, and this one as well. These are my 2 favorites if I had to limit myself. I mean, I'm sure I would love to get more of them, but yeah. So those are probably the 2 I will prioritize. But it always depends on how they fit in, because I think in La High Roy I tried too ambitiously to put together too many teams, and I don't want to have to pull for too many characters. So I'm just going to go back to pulling off vibes and not caring about meta. So these are the 2 ones I predict I will probably focus on. However, as I've mentioned before, I am also going to try and pull Cartethyia S6. Now, I've been told that her banner will probably come back this week. I'm going to be away for a bit. I'm out of the country. But when I come back at the end of this month, it should still be her banner, and I will try and S6 her then. So just to answer people why I'm not pulling for Lucilla right now, it's because I'm going to have to try and save everything if I want to even attempt to S6 Cartethyia. So yeah, but what we can do to round up this stream as the final thing, let's go back to Wua, is we can try and see if we can pull Lucy. I think let's try and pull Lucy, but we'll only use these pulls, okay? So I've got 22. There are a few more I haven't collected from the login. But let's just try and use these today and see if we get her. And if not, there are like 8 more pulls that I'll get before the next stream. So when I'm trying to pull Cartethyia, we can also do a few more pulls for Lucy if we don't get her. So now, what's the verdict here, guys? Should we go 10 pulls and only do it twice? Or should we just, for you know, excitement, go 1 by 1? Because I know people are like, oh, 10 pulls, like you could get doubles. But I've heard that statistically, It's the exact same luck whether you do 10 pulls or double. So the 10 pulls are just saving you time. 10 pulls. Yeah, so we just want to do... Well, they're from the login. I haven't done the full 10 days. All you need is 7 pulls. Oh, hello. Oh my god, Raiders, welcome in. We are at the end of the stream, but thank you so much. We're gonna try and pull Lucy with 22 pulls. That's it. So you came right at the perfect time. Okay. You think we should do 10 pulls? Okay. Look, this will be over soon, guys. This will be over soon. All right. Let's try it. We're gonna do a 10 pull for Lucy. We'll see what happens. And again, if we don't get her, that's okay. We'll try again when I'm back to S6 cart. We only need 1 pull in a dream. Yeah, look, I'm only trying to get 1 of her. Don't care about the weapon. 10 is fine. There's no stakes. All right, guys, let's go. Here's a 10 pull. Here goes nothing. Oh no. Saint told you to be good people.
What does our loyal client wish to
Well, I mean, we got
inquire
Alto.
about today?
We got Alto. So let's get through that. No dice this time. And I know, yeah, we get a few more from, once we've done, we get 2 more. So, okay, let's just try again. And then we'll do the 4 pulls singles. Okay, guys, let's hope, let's manifest. I'm never lucky with these. I never get characters unless it's like hard pity, so I don't have much hope, but we'll try. We'll try. Okay. So now so now we get 2 back. So now let's do 4 singles and we'll see what happens. Yeah, bless the pulls, James. Come on, Alto. We believe. All right. Okay. Let's try again. You got her in your 21st pull. We promised we did not deliver. Luck is an illusion.
My light's got you.
Luck is a state of mind. Well, we're getting some of these corals that we can also do something with. Let's see here. It's gonna be the last pull? Yeah, isn't that always the one? We have just watched the gameplay. The gameplay of Yang Yang and Susu. I only watch the stuff that's on Kuro's channel just for safety, because obviously I have a special relationship with them, so... Guys, we're not lucky today. But let's see here what we can do with those few corals we got. I'm not gonna use this because this is for cart. But let's see. So we have 20 of these, so we can do what, 2 pulls? Let's try again. But when I come back to do the cartwheel pull stream, we will try again for Lucy if we have anything left over. You got her with 8 pulls and no pity. This is the thing, guys. I don't have good pull luck. I get characters at around 70 plus pulls, so that's why I don't go for every character. But since this currency can't be used for anything else, we might as well try. I have S3 card, so we need 3 more. All right, last one. Not lucky today, guys, but we'll try again next time. But it's okay. Look, there's no such thing as voice actor luck. I don't think that's a thing. I think that's just random luck. I don't see why voice actors would be more lucky. We're just normal players. So yeah, we did not pull Lucy today. But again, there are a few of these login, not these ones. Like if we go back to the event here, this one, you see here there are like 8 more pulls here that I haven't gotten yet. So we'll have another chance. We'll try again. We'll do some singles. We'll see. Maybe we get lucky next time. How many rainbow corals we've got? Yeah, I already bought the wave bands for Cartethyia, so we can't do that. We have to pull 3 more copies. Buy the David picture? Yeah, we can do that. Honestly, I don't think that the game doesn't know who's playing it. The game doesn't know if I'm a voice actor, right? I think it is just regular luck. You know, sometimes it goes your way, sometimes it doesn't. I will say I've not had very good luck with pulls in this game. I think my first few characters I won the 50-50s, but since then, a lot of the times it's like almost 160 pulls to get a character for me and 80 for the weapon. Like I had the supreme worst luck. So yeah, That's why we've got to be selective with the characters we're pulling. But, yeah. Can I explain why in English I say voice actor even for females instead of voice actress? Look, I think this is just a personal preference. It's not wrong. You could say voice actors and voice actresses. And again, I think depending on what language is your native language, maybe it makes a lot of sense to gender every profession. I'm not saying it could be, it's irrelevant to do that, but I think for something like an actor, I think in English historically, there is a tendency to, a lot of people, even though actress is a neutral word that just implies that you're a feminine actor, the fact is, everyone acts, like all actors act regardless of their gender, right? They are actors, as in people who act. And the S ending, stewardess, actress, it's a diminutive. And so it does imply, and to some people, they do talk about actresses in a slightly, you know, in a way where it kind of sounds belittling. Like, oh, she's an actress, right? Whereas an actor is a neutral word. So I think a lot of actors, including myself, we just prefer to say we are actors regardless of gender, because our gender doesn't inform the quality of our acting. Maybe it informs what kind of roles we play, but it doesn't, you know, you're not better or worse at acting because of your gender. And unfortunately, there is this, some people certainly talk about actresses in a way that is a little bit loaded, that is implying, you know, that they're of lesser value, or that they're, you know, like historically, women acting in some cultures has been seen as borderline prostitution, and again, some people still kind of carry that connotation. So the thing is, it's just a loaded word. It's a preference if you like to say actor or actress. I just say actor for everyone because it's gender neutral, and I think it's simple. Have I voice acted as a male character? Yeah, probably, like a child. Probably played a boy or something. Yeah, because I think a lot of, in animation certainly, a lot of people will play kids that, you know, of any gender, because kids, I think there's a convention that female voices can play boys, because like an adult man would have a deeper voice, so it's harder for them to play boys. Not for everyone, of course, your voice is different, but, you know, there's a certain, I think, subset of, like, boys in animation.
You know, they have that kind of like that voice where they're like, hey, I'm a boy and I talk like this.
And they're kind of voiced by women a lot of the time, because I think women have, you know, it's easier for women to go into that bright pitch and sustain it. So yeah. Sorry, what is chat wanting me to watch? Yeah, guys, I'm not gonna watch gameplay that isn't posted by the official Wuthering Waves account. Please respect my NDA. I am making sure that, because I work with Kuro, that I'm not, I know that you're saying, well, they're okay with it, but still, I've never done that. I'm only watching content from Kuro's official channel. So you can feel free to go and check that out on your own time. Yeah. All right. Do I have Hiyuki on my account? Yes, I do, guys. Look at this.
Let me be there
We've
for
got
everyone.
Hiyuki right here.
I shall be the vessel.
I don't have a lot of time to play at the moment, so yeah. Yeah. Echoes are usually the thing that I still need to work on for a lot of these characters, because I just don't have time. One of my really lovely mods, Zai, actually is really kind to sometimes farm some echoes for me because I genuinely don't have time. But yeah, this is Hiyuki. Have I watched Cyberpunk Edge Runners? The joke that keeps giving. Yes, I have. I have. Yeah, it's not a bad build. This is 100% not my efforts. This is Zai's efforts, but I appreciate them. Yeah. This is all Zai. Thank you. You are a legend. Without you, she would have like none of this. She would be in the gutter. I bought the flowers accessory, yes, because I do all the events. Actually, guys, I do tend to clear all the events. I've done most of these things, I think. Yeah, I've done that. I haven't pulled these characters, so I haven't leveled them. I guess I could. I do have Rebecca, so I could level her up. And I've done these. I didn't do it just with one of them, and I haven't done Nightmare yet. I haven't tried it. So, but I tend to do the events. Yeah, I do the events when I have the time. So, yeah. All right, executive account manager is what every streamer should have. Honestly, it's not even that I'm like too good for it. I just genuinely don't have the time. Genuinely don't have the time. Yeah, chat, have you watched Edge Runners? Chat, I watched Edge Runners in 2022 when it came out. When did you watch it? Who's the LARPer? I played Cyberpunk 2077 on day one. Yeah. Do I want to live in Edgerunner's world? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
To worry about than your attendance.
Night City would be a terrible place to live. Okay, guys, this has been really good, but I do need to make dinner because I'm catching a flight tomorrow. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I loved Lucilla Segue. I thought this was such a lovely note to end on. I'm sorry we didn't get Lucy today, but hey, there's another chance next time. We can laugh as I fail to get both Lucy and Essex Cartethyia. But we will try, right? You know, we'll be like Lahai Roy. We will try, okay? We will give it our best because we have indomitable human spirit. So yeah.
Relax, some of duty today.
That's how it is. All right, guys, let me send you all off. You can see it's getting dark here, it's getting late. Let me send you off to some lovely person on Twitch. Let's see if we have a friendly streamer who maybe is playing some Wuthering Waves. We have a friendly streamer. Oh, that's me. Yeah, we've got a few friends here. I think I remember Mars Light. Yeah, Mars Light is playing Wuthering Waves. She's oh, is she ending here? Oh, she's just pausing. So let's go somewhere else. We've got Lilac Sama doing Lucy pulls. Okay, so maybe she will have better luck. Let's go and rate her. We will go and rate her, and hopefully she gets her. Let someone be lucky today. Go and give her all your best luck. I'm going to start that raid. And guys, I'll be away from streaming for a little bit because I'm going out of the country, but I'll be back at the end of the month, probably on the 29th, very end of 29th or 30th, very end of June. I will be back and do the cartwheel pull stream. We'll see how it goes, but I'll schedule that very soon. So let's start this raid. All right. Okay. And take care, everyone. I will see you very soon. Yeah, see you in like 2 weeks or something. I will be back and I will pull cartwheel or die trying. Take care, everyone. I'm going to start this raid now. Go and give Lilac Summer all your luck so maybe she can get Lucy. Let's have someone be lucky today. And I will see you all soon. Take care, everyone. Bye. Oh.